Yeah, guys, give it up for the one, the only Friday! Dunkets again, Dunkets again. Yeah! Hell yeah. Welcome in. Friday. Favorite day of the week. Why? Because we like fries. How you guys doing? Good to see you all. So happy to be with you. Very late. Super late. We're like an hour and a half late. I'm sorry. Podcast went long today, but I promise it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you can all say that it is going to make you feel the best to watch. Entertaining though. I had morphologists on the episode this week, and we talked through a lot, but not nearly as much as I wanted to. At some point, you do have to say you gotta stop the episode, but it was a good chat. That'll be up for y'all on Monday. Supporters, you guys can access that on Patreon or on Discord starting tonight. Keep an eye out for it. It's been so long though. What did I miss? How's it been going? Did you guys see me totally just miss? Tried to catch that and did not. What y'all been up to? What has the Big Tomont missed in the world of Star Citizen? In the world of space games, honestly, it's an interesting time. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Can I just take a moment to acknowledge how great the scene is for space nerds? We got No Man's Sky has just hit 10 years, and a new update is imminent. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's probably in the next couple of weeks. We've got Elite Dangerous has bounced back from its crushing blow of Odyssey, which kind of destroyed the console possibilities, but still left the PC game not really in a great place of development. It feels like they have finally turned things around now, and they're starting to put out updates and new things. This music's very loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry about that. We've got Exodus finally giving us another opportunity to check out a Mass Effect kind of type, a little bit of a epic, character-driven sci-fi RPG. Love to see it. Expanse, Osiris Reborn. Do I even have to explain why it's nice to see an action-adventure Expanse game coming out? This is freaking sick. What else do we have? We're not done. We got Star Wars Zero Company, which is looking like a phenomenal strategy game. A big surprise, I think. A lot of people are very surprised by this game, and I mean, I'm surprised by it. It looks better than I thought it would, but I think just surprised by the fact that it was so quiet before and suddenly just became such a thing to follow and look at. And we've also got Star Wars Galactic Racer, which looks like a pretty solid racing game from the people who made Burnout. This is the short list of what we've got going on. We've still got other strategy games. We got I am actually sad to see Star Wars, what was it called? What was that one game called? The Star Wars game that they showed the trailer and you knew it was like a decade away. Eclipse. Just like the other day. Yeah, Star Wars Eclipse, unfortunately, it doesn't sound like that's going well, but you're right. Also, Spacecraft is looking good. Falling Frontier. Falling Frontier is... Actually, I am considering making a main channel video for Falling Frontier, just to see how that goes. This is looking like a pretty good one, too. Small. Starting a little small, but it's looking promising. What's up, Space Marine? How you doing, dude? Thank you for dropping the Prime sub today. 34 months. My man. I appreciate you. Seraph, 5 months. Much love. I appreciate the 5 months and the support, but to be quite honest, I feel like you've been... Just know your name very well, I guess. I thought you were a sub for much longer than that. Hope you're having a good week, dude. Tola, I saw you subbed before we got started today. Thanks, man. You think that Eclipse is dead? Yeah, I think I was hearing that too. Unfortunately. Not dead, but it sounded like the studio just lost their director, maybe? Or I don't know, there was some recent news that came out about it. I butchered that. Wow. It couldn't even try to spell correct it. What was it that I recently heard about this? Developers go on strike to save the game at Quantic Dream. That's right. This is French. Je accept. Please. And then je translate. Couldn't be translated. It's too French. All right. So this could be worrying. This isn't really news. This actually happened a month ago or so. But since we are talking about all the great space games coming along, I figured we should probably check in on this. Star Wars Eclipse was supposed to be a pretty narrative, kind of story-based Star Wars game. Quantic Dream makes things like... They make things like Become Human, but I don't think they made Become Human. Did they make Become Human? They did. Detroit Become Human. Okay, yeah. So Quantic Dream makes very story-based games. Genuinely really good games. They're really fun. If you haven't played Detroit Become Human, it's a really good game. It's not gameplay focused, but it's based on you making decisions and having to make hard calls in a very narrative cinematic environment. I think it would have been amazing in Star Wars, but it sounds like they're having trouble. This article says that at Quantic Dream, there is a strike to save the game by the employees. 115 jobs are threatened at Quantic Dream. On this day of mobilization, there are two objectives: to limit the damage and preserve as many jobs as possible, following the rapid demise of Spellcasters Chronicles. I guess that was another game they were working on. And then to try to save the Star Wars Eclipse project with those that remain. So that's not great. I don't like that. It sounds like, though, it's not going well. It was unveiled to great fanfare at 2021 Game Awards. At the time, they were still enjoying a magnificent reputation thanks to the success of Detroit Become Human, with the aura of its CEO considered a master of mainstream narrative games following Heavy Rain. So, yes, there were harassment allegations in 2018 and the interminable lawsuits that followed. Nevertheless, the excitement was palpable amongst gamers and within the industry, and indeed the Chinese giant NetEase, already a minority shareholder since 2019, acquired Quantic Dream in 2022. I did not know about either of those things. They had invested 8 years of work into Spellcasters Chronicles, which released on the 26th of February in 2026 and was shut down on May 20th this year, triggering a restructuring plan that now threatens 115 jobs, a quarter of the workforce. It's the largest round of layoffs at the studio since Blizzard France. Oh, at a French studio since Blizzard France in 2019. So, definitely not a good situation for the studio. Oh, but look at this art. Don't cancel that. Yeah, I mean, since we started following this, since it was announced, there was not a lot of words. There was not a lot of news shared about it. I do remember there was one update. I think he said Star Wars Eclipse is still alive. I think that was last year, actually. He said that 10 months ago. Of course, development of Star Wars Eclipse continues, and we are eager to share more with you in the future, Cage told fans. Unfortunately, no new details were revealed about the project. This was October of 2025. After years as a single studio project, we also decided to take a new step. Multiple teams are fully dedicated to crafting the next generation of great games, including something very different, a competitive multiplayer experience born from the same spirit of curiosity and creativity that has always defined us. Okay, so that's them talking about Spellcaster Chronicles. So really, it looks like the company actually took a step completely out of their field here. If I'm not mistaken, because their games include Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human. I don't think they have any other games besides that. Okay, they have a few other games. They've got Nomad Soul is pretty old. Fahrenheit 2005, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit. Those are like the 3 games that got them into a good momentum. Then they made Sea of Solitude, indie adventure game developed by Jomei. Well, that's not Quantic Dream, is it? Under the Waves, developed by Parallel Studios and published by Quantic. Okay, so then it's also not developed by them. So really, developed by Sandor and published by Quantic. They're mainly publishing. The only other thing that they were developing was Star Wars Eclipse and this game. It sounds like they messed up with this Spellcaster Chronicles, tried to put too much into a multiplayer game. It did not work, and they had to close it, and that has now jeopardized the whole studio because they overextended. Dude, how many different stories are there like this? Why stop? People love good single-player games. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but I feel like they had a recipe that worked, and I don't know the whole story here, but it's going to be a bummer if the whole studio cannot get together and get back onto their momentum just because they tried to make this jump into Spellcasters Chronicles. Directly affected by the redundancy plan, Jordan and his colleague Tio are both on the Spellcaster Chronicles teams, or rather what's left of it. To give you an example, in our team there are many people who only come in once a week, and that's just to see their colleagues because there's no more concrete work to do. Oof. Well, we'll see what happens with this game. Doesn't sound like it's going great. But hey, at least there's a whole bunch of other Star Wars and space games going on that we can be excited about. I'll let you know if we hear anything more about Star Wars Eclipse. There's also Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is unofficially dead. No. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Don't do that. Cut that out. Stop it. I don't know what's going on with my computer these days, guys. We were doing great. We were doing great for a while, and now it's having trouble every time I record or save something or transfer something. It has some real issues. We should be back though. We good? Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what that one was from. All right. A lot of folks have jumped in here while we were talking about Eclipse. PK, my man PK dropping a link. Galactica. Hello, Wilsey. Good to see you. Bastion. New Knights of the Old Republic trailer really blotted out any hype about Eclipse. Yeah, they've been quiet about it. Mum, if you will. Johnny Macaroni, good to see you, dude. Catch-up gamer, welcome in. Galactica has left CIG. A Star Citizen community manager, a well-known one. She's been a big part of their communications over the last 5 years. Gosh, it's crazy that I can now remember people joining the team and now leaving. Oh my god. She said, after 5 years of working at Cloud Imperium Games, today I have officially powered off my mobiGlass for the last time. I can't express my appreciation enough to the crew who gave me the opportunity to meet so many rad people while forging epic core memories around the world. Time to spool up the quantum drive and head towards a new adventure. I'm betting not with Quantum Boost active though. Maybe even chase a few dreams along the way. A big shout out to Galactica. Thank you so much for being a community manager on the team. I think she did a great job. I think she was pretty good at creating some good community events and things for people to do. I did not participate in the cosplay event, though I was at the CitizenCon where it happened, this picture, and I gotta say, I don't know if anybody really ever beat the guy with the Lorville bag on his head in terms of believability, but it was pretty good. At that CitizenCon, she did interview me. I think you could probably find that somewhere on their like Instagram account or something, and it was a good time. It's unfortunate to see some of the names that we've seen leaving CIG as of recently. But the company is definitely changing. It's going through changes, especially as Squadron 42 gets closer. Yeah, it's gonna be a big shift. You got your go bags ready for the cherry tomato? Indeed, indeed. A whole suitcase and a camping chair. No, actually, the chair that they have in the room is not bad. It like leans back, you know. No, I wasn't transferring any files. I just hit save, and it was a little bit weird. D-Talk was having the same exact issue yesterday. That's interesting. Maybe OBS needs an update. Yeah, another big name. Definitely another big, like, public relations name, and it's interesting because... it's interesting because the more they lose the names of people who have like any sort of reputation with the rest of us, the less and less it continues to feel like that sort of integral backer supported project. We can already feel it because, I mean, how many people can name, say, 20 names at the company, right? As opposed to, say, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you could, because there were so many people who were public facing, who were coming on camera, who were making posts here and there. It was a lot easier to feel like you knew who the company was. More and more of those kinds of people leave, and more of the people who replace them aren't as public facing. The more and more you're saying things like, oh, CIG did this and CIG did that, or CIG is saying this, as opposed to this developer is talking to us about this. And I think that definitely changes the way that this game is perceived. God, you dude. I forgot what I was saying. It changes the way this game is perceived. It changes the way, like, even fans interact with the game. It's definitely, it's a bummer. There were also less people back then. Yeah. Did Little Tomato already catch up to be the verse before 10 goes live? 4.10? I think he'll be here before 4.10. I can tell you this, he will definitely be here within the next 7 days. Still crossing my fingers for today, and if not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next day. But by the end of next week, definitely. Xylo's been quiet lately too. See, people seem to only be around a few years, reflecting the world, perhaps. Yeah, and the profession. It is a lot more normal for people to only be at these companies for a few years. But again, I think that a lot of the people who are there for a long time are just not people that we see or hear about. Is T about to be nuts? She is, yeah. Baby boy's driving her nuts. He's already playing his biggest prank. I got a question for you guys, because you might have seen more than I have already in the new 4.10 patch, but I'm seeing here that a known issue is in the PU Story 2 mission from Battaglia. Emergency blinding hope in trouble does not populate the Moby-Glass. And then I see down here it says new story rewards, additional blueprint rewards to Battaglia story missions 1, 2, and 3. Are there story missions in the PTU now, or am I reading this wrong? Because I haven't seen that. Hope he comes today. Best day to be born. Why now? Why is that? Is that just because you love Fridays? Three more. Happy birthday, dude. Can we get some birthdays? Happy birthdays in the chat for Dweemore, everybody. Kids? Yeah, it's good times. Woo! One more step closer to aging out a Star Citizen. I would love to know if there are story missions for Rekko. If there are, then I think that's what we will be doing on Monday. Or possibly tomorrow. No, we have an event tomorrow. Yeah, on Monday. She gives you a few missions, and in the first one, the guy in the caterpillar talks to you. Huh. Wait. I've gotten that one, though. If it's the same one where you're just going through the caterpillar and shooting people, that's... Dude, no. Those aren't the story missions, right? Don't tell me that's the story missions. There's no way those are the story missions, right? Please don't tell me those are the story missions, dude. No, because what did it say on the monthly report? You're killing me, Smalls. This is gonna kill me. Let's see. It's create a number of challenges, yada yada yada. Repeatable missions, comms, upcoming instanced gameplay. Wasn't there... Expanded mission set delivers an engaging story with more face-to-face NPC interaction. We don't get any face-to-face NPC interaction, right? So I feel like... God, I'm probably just copying him right now at this point. I feel like that's going to be a huge disappointment. Made from fragments of her story missions. But the story missions are already in, like as in I already ran through them. The community that's active is not prepared for the disaster for SC that will result from Squadron 42's release on so many levels. What confidence are you saying that on? Do you have some information or insight? Or is this trust me, bro? The best story missions money can buy. I swear to God, if they are the story missions, I will flip over my teacup right here. It's empty, so. Hey, Sinkoto, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the chat, man. You think there is, like, meeting her, you think you enter an instance? Yeah, but that's not gameplay. What do they call it here? The instanced gameplay. Like, I hope instanced gameplay isn't meeting her. That don't call that, dude. Oh man, this is just preliminary disappointment for me. But I guess since they haven't communicated to us on it at all in any way, we can only assume that, yeah, her missions are what we have already experienced. Devastating. It's the same mission you have in 4.9, but now Rekko and the Caterpillar guy talk to you while you do the mission, like Anna talks to you in Siege of Orson. That's nothing. That's literally nothing. You don't want to wait until Monday for a Star Wars deep dive. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. We don't even know if Star Wars is actually coming. You thought more cups would be flipped over the news of a possible Constellation Mark V? Meh. I think it's... I mean, like PK said, it is leaks, so we don't even know what it's actually going to be called. But I totally did expect a new version of a Constellation at some point. Did I? I think that was always the most believable one for a new one. But the question is always, can they complete what they want to do with that ship with what it is right now without changing it too much? I think for the Constellation to do what they want it to do, it would grow a little bit more. I mean, they used to grow ships. The freaking Avenger Titan and the Cutlass Black grew. They don't have to make a new one for sure. But here we are. Somebody else asked about if I saw the, what's it called? Stingray? Yeah. I saw it. I'm gonna wait to see it from more angles before I make any judgments on that. What's the Connie thing? You weren't paying attention? There are leaks that there's a new version in the works. And the old one is getting updated. Yeah, it needs a major update. I'm not sure. Not really sure how reasonable it is to make a whole new version. I think it's stupid though to refer to a new Constellation as anything other than a Mark II. It really is just, if they go forward with this, it is the epitome of Star Citizen that they would name a ship in a product line where the initial series in that product line don't actually exist for the players that are learning about the ship. Come on. Where does this event start? We're starting in Pyro, huh? I don't even think I have to go too far. We are starting in Pyro. We're all evil today. Squadron 42 could have been a great on-ramp for new players, but right now SC is a brick wall for new players. God dang it. I see. So you're saying the people who are currently playing Star Citizen aren't ready for the reaction that normal players are going to have to Star Citizen after they play Squadron. Bet. I'll do you one better. The community is not ready for the reaction that players are going to have when they come look at Star Citizen just because Squadron said it's about to release. It's not even going to take until the game comes out. It's going to be a mess for them as soon as they start their marketing campaign. Ain't that right, Duncan? He said, yeah, that's right. Whoa, Jarsky. 3,000 bits, dude? Thank you. Since I can't see a gift link, here's some biddies so you can give Baby Tomato a tomato fluffy. You need to buy them in my name. Thank you, Jarsky. I appreciate you. Seriously, it means a lot. The, oh, why am I still on this screen? The, yeah, exclamation point baby makes the, registry pop up. But honestly, much love. Thanks for the support, my man. I will tell baby Uncle Jarsky says hi whenever he gets here. Oh my gosh. Are we excited for Genesis and Nyx 1? Yeah, dude, I am pretty pumped about that. I'm pretty pumped about that. I haven't even, actually, yeah, I haven't even talked to you guys since that was revealed. Huh. I didn't even think about putting together a segment to talk about that. We'll have to talk about that on Monday. Cause
welcome to
it's pretty good stuff. Actually, no, we're gonna talk about that. In fact, I do have something to talk about that here. We're gonna hop back into the game in a little bit. Let's talk about the Planet Tech and the Nyx. Also, can I just make sure I'm actually... Sorry, stand by. Boom, boom. No official ones, huh? Yeah, we're gonna check out some Planet Tech real quick. Thank you for reminding me. You come in here and you say something exciting to me, and you can just completely derail the whole stream. It's awful. I realized I never set up my transcript because I just jumped straight from the podcast into this one. Okay, let's talk about Planet Tech. So the planets are coming. The planets are coming, but they look different. They look entirely different. Nyx was not supposed to look like this, and it actually doesn't really make sense based on how they laid it out initially. And I have a little board here that we're going to go through the development of Nyx 1 and why the heck it seems so different and how they telegraphed the whole thing. Not my Nyx. Let's start off with a little look back at actually the first stuff we ever saw from Nyx. It was a long time ago. It was inside Star Citizen. Want to say like 2021. Wolf's Light, good day to you. All right, it was going to be back here. I'm thinking August-ish. I think it might be this one. Yo, this was incredibly hype, the opening for this episode. Okay, we hadn't even seen Crusader yet, so this was just we hadn't seen Crusader, we hadn't heard the music.
I felt
this is like the first experience.
I don't know. I hope you feel the passion, not just from the audio team, but from everyone that poured a lot of work into this.
The slow zoom.
I hope music gives justice to the thousands of man hours that were put in this displays.
Pretty crazy. Anyways, I think somewhere in here we talk about Nyx potentially. No?
The props that are placed.
Maybe it's this one. What's the date here? I know it's around August,
with them.
Not June. No, it's not going to be in June. It's going to be like up here somewhere.
Or if quantum.
Oh, this is an interesting. This is when they were talking about the leaf
He's
petals
already
getting
looking
moved around
ahead
by our
and
feet.
utilizing it in other areas, including on vehicles. So let your imaginations run wild with that one. All right, not that one.
Man, I think I'm not actually going to be able to find this. 2 more guesses.
Lawless hellscape of PvP. There should be...
Not this one.
Should...
Got it. Okay.
Someday.
So here's the first look we ever had
Finally,
at Nyx.
before we let you go this week, a special treat. Let's jump way ahead and take a look at current work on the planets of the upcoming Nyx system, an unclaimed frontier whose highlight is often considered to be Delamar, the moon-sized asteroid longtime backers may remember as a temporary resident of the Stanton system. Now what you're seeing here are the height map paintings, a process we've showcased in depth on previous episodes of Star Citizen Live, but without an atmosphere, so that artists and directors can properly judge the colors being applied to various shapes. Now what's really exciting here is that through a new refinement of process, we can now avoid the paint-by-numbers rings that have plagued prior efforts when artists try to get exceptionally bold with contrast in terms of value and hue.
So, important to note, this was in 2021. Like, this was... Planetech V4 was out, but this was well before they had introduced the idea of Planetech V5. So, this is them introducing Nyx 1 as it would have been if they had kept going along the production path they were on. And as you can see from that planet, it didn't look anything like what Nyx 1 was supposed to look like now. That's because if you go to the old Nyx lore, which was established in 2015, it looked a little more like this, which is what Nyx 2 looks like now. And you'll read, this is the old lore page. The first planet in the Nyx system is a coreless, heat-swept world that was long ago picked clean of valuable minerals. Soon after the system was discovered, a routine survey revealed the presence of high-grade metals beneath the planet's surface. Once word got out, the planet briefly became the focus of numerous mining operations, and within 50 years, the planet was almost completely stripped of its resources. Its material wealth shipped off to Killian to supply the Empire's growing war efforts, and by 2630, Nyx 1 had been mostly abandoned and little evidence of human habitation remained. Now, obviously they could have done that. People want uninhabitable planets, but to be quite honest, I just don't think that's really going to be all that interesting, and I don't think CIG thought it would either. I'm not a believer that every planet should be a green metropolis of grass and trees and animals and butterflies, but it's nice that the first planets that we're getting outside of the ones we have right now are going to be somewhat explorable. Now, if you go back to their presentation of Planetech V5, the very first time we got it, that was in 2024. And really at that time, they were just showing off the tech.
So, let's start from a ground perspective.
This was our first look at what Planetech V5 would look like. I think at this point it was still hard for everyone to grasp how realistic this was. I think it still is. But very quickly, you'll notice all of these videos that they showed us back then.
Let's have a look at some of their properties. Now, just to note,
they look like Microtech, right? So, like everyone else, thought they were going to start on Microtech. There's no other planets this makes sense for. Wouldn't be Hurston. Couldn't possibly be the Pyro planets. They're getting messed up by solar flares. So the thought was Microtech, but then you start seeing these swamps, and it's like, okay, all right, jungles. Okay, where is it going to be a jungle on Microtech? Are they going to add swamps there? Is it going to get more humid? Like, forest makes sense, right? But the rest of the stuff was kind of like, what planet is this going on? Is this Terra that's going to happen? No. It turns out they wanted to stick to their production line and stick with the planet they were already building. So they went back into the lore and changed things up to just make it so that Nyx was, I guess, just suddenly this planet that could support life and was beautiful and lush with all this stuff. And you're probably thinking, why? You can't just do that. I mean, actually they can. It is their lore, and you can see on their lore page it changed. This was this page 1 year ago. This is this page now. It talks a little bit about the planet the same way, but it changes the text a little bit in this first paragraph. It says, however, when routine surveys revealed the presence of high-grade metals beneath their planet's surface, multiple companies threw caution to the wind and tried their hands at transforming Nyx 1 into a friendlier place. But no matter what anyone tried, the technology at the time failed, and the atmosphere remained stubbornly poisonous. So now they're like, oh, we couldn't do it. Oh no, the technology's not good enough. Just kind of, leaving it open to say, in spite of the dangerous conditions, numerous mining operations set up shop on Nyx 1 when they got word of what had been found there, and within 50 years, much of the planet's material wealth had been shipped off to Killian to help supply the Empire's ongoing war efforts. So there's that bit from before. Profits eventually slowed thanks to constant wear and tear on the mining equipment from the searing heat, and one by one the mining companies left for greener pastures. By 2630, Nix 1 had been mostly abandoned. It no longer says little evidence of human habitation remained. I think that's probably going to get them a really, really nice set of derelict stuff on the planet. Maybe. I feel like that stuff would be lost in the terraforming process, but who knows what CIG is going to try to do. Regardless, you keep going, and now it says, centuries later, there may now be a new hope for Nix 1. In 2954, it's like 2 years ago in our time, we're always 930 years behind whatever time it is in Star Citizen. The clock's always rolling on Star Citizen. The clock is always at 2945, I believe, in Squadron 42, which is 2015 for us. In 2954, Genesis Terraforming began using their newly developed suite of terraformation platforms to scrub the previously irremovable toxins from the planet's atmosphere and replace them with the right balance of oxygen and nitrogen. This groundbreaking technology is the first of its kind and has the potential to solve the mystery that has been plaguing science since the advent of planetary colonization: how to terraform smog planets. If successful, worlds long thought uninhabitable, such as Baker 2, Cano 3, or even Venus, could be placed on the path to habitability. It's a nice little way to, let yourself cook the lore a bit. Redefine things as you see fit based on some, a company that suddenly came up with a way to do this. I think this also really gives them a good chance to give us some missions and conflicts and stuff that like maybe is sabotaging some of the terraforming tech that still has to be there to maintain the atmosphere, or maybe the problem starts to revert, so they have to make a global event where players have to get enough of a certain resource to a certain place on the planet in order to keep it from going toxic, and like the toxicity level rises week after week if we fail. There's a lot of things that they feel like they could do with this, besides just using it as a lore explanation, but that's really what they're offering as the explanation for how this is happening. The more exciting part is how they kind of telegraphed it in their stuff over the last year. Now, the monthly reports are a separate thing. We'll go over that in a bit. But they had 3 loading screens that they've done in the last year that actually told us this was coming. And we all, I think, mostly recognized it from the CitizenCon at the time. But before that, we didn't really know. This was September 2025, so we didn't really have an idea of where this was going. They still hadn't confirmed that Nix was going to be the first planet. But at that time, it was saying, citing the numerous technological advances made in the past few decades, a new startup claims they could adjust the harsh climates on several previously terraformed worlds. While some are heralding the potential opportunity to address past mistakes, critics say that the risk of having another Mars tragedy is too high. Boom. The Mars tragedy was the time when they were doing terraforming early on in human spacefaring history, and the terraformation process catastrophically failed, killing everybody that was on the planet. This could be a global event in Star Citizen, and they're kind of setting the stage for it. But it continued into November. We then saw here, Nix 1 terraformation shows progress. Despite not bothering to seek permission from the People's Alliance to test their experimental technology in our system, the change that Genesis Terraforming has wrought upon the Nix 1's formerly harsh surface in just a short time frame is undeniable. It follows up with, could this be a new dawn? Could this be the dawn of a new home for our people? Seeding in a little bit of that narrative that maybe there's going to be some level of faction gameplay here. And then finally, one more loading screen in March. Nix 1 land grab continues unabated. Following the experimental terraformation of the planet, interested parties continue to stake claims. With numerous outposts being established across its recently renewed surface, the development boom plaguing Nix 1 shows no sign of slowing. Most concerning are reports of a new group who seem to be establishing fortified settlements at an alarming rate. There's a new faction. That could be Moraine. While it is not yet clear who these newcomers are to Nix, okay, so it's probably a new faction completely, because they would have known it if it was Moraine. or what their intentions might be, what is rapidly becoming apparent is that if the People's Alliance do not start to take the task of settling on Nix 1 seriously, there is a high chance that there will be only scraps left on the table when the governing committee does decide to act. So they're building in this anticipation, this kind of tension that there's going to be some form of conflict we are going to get involved with in Nix 1's outposts, in who's attacking which outpost, that kind of stuff. I can't tell you if it's going to be better than the whole headhunters, people for prosperity stuff in Pyro. I think that was not very good. This could be a chance for them to do it a lot better and on a more exciting planet. They also, though, have this simultaneous storyline going on, the UEE intersystem comm network, that they've kind of stopped talking about around the same time as this. But the fact that they stopped talking about this and it's still coming as Genesis does not necessarily mean, or rather could mean, that they also have plans for this still. We thought this was social tools at the time. It could be, it could also build into the lore that the UEE is extending their presence in the Nix. I don't know. But there's a lot of story being built around this whole retcon that they've done in the lore regardless. Over here, I wanted to give you guys some development looks on how this has been building up over the last year, just so you know this is how it's been going. But you know what? This has been a little long, so I'm going to stop this one and we'll do that in another talk, which we're going to do right now. I just didn't want to do like a whole 30-minute look at all this stuff. The diaper fund gift. What did you do, Chess Game? Enjoy the diapers? Did you send diapers? Citizen Wake, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Sorry, I was on a huge rant there. I was locked in. Said, hope everything is going well with the baby tomato. The baby tomato is being a patient baby. I hope he's this patient when he gets out here, because he's taking his sweet time. And, you know, I appreciate it. A couple more days of sleep. Can't complain. I don't think Mrs. Tomato wants it to go any longer, though. Won't spoil surprises around other planets, but be excited. Oh, from Will? Right, let me bring up Will's quotes, actually. Because we can reference this as we're going over the... So this is basically every update we had on Planet Tech over the course of the last year in monthly reports. Hello from a balcony in Sweden. Nice. How's the weather? Just throw Vanduul in the mix and here we go. Yeah. Hello from a basement in Houston. Oof, dude, that's got to be humid. But hello. The mission design team needs to change. They are not good enough. Don't have the experience to be in charge of a big project this big. Yeah, I think that's because the mission design team that would be doing that stuff is probably split to Squadron 42. Also, I think that the current mission design team does show some pretty good missions when they have the time to focus on them. I think Rockcracker is genuinely pretty interesting. There's definitely more to it. I think we could have more dynamic environments. I think we could have some better world building. Or not world building, but rather, I don't know what you'd even call it. Interesting things to find and loot within missions and unique resources. But I also think that they probably haven't been able to put their best stuff into Star Citizen yet. Interested to see if Reko's story missions will expand into Nix 1. They better expand somewhere. Sunny and calm temperature, 28 Celsius. That's not bad. It's actually that's fairly nice. If you haven't played since early 4.8, is 4.9 playable, or should you wait till 4.10? Well, compared to early 4.8, yes, 4.9 is playable. Compared to how we would like the game to be, it could be worth playing 4.10. I'm about to jump into the game in a few minutes so you can see how it's playing yourself. we're going to be doing some cargo stuff. So a lot of logistics, a lot of moving parts, multiplayer aspects. It should give you an idea of how the game's performing. You want better storms on planets, not just rain? Good for you. They just talked about precipitation accumulation on planets, including snow. When will we know the top 16 ships? I think that's usually like August 16th or so. Probably in the next, like, beginning of next week. It is more playable than even a week ago. Hey, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. All right, so we just covered the lore retcon and the way that they explained it in loading screens and how that might be digging into the stories coming to Nyx 1 with the new Planet Tech. Now we're going to look at the development history. This is everything that we saw in the year of 2026, I believe, going towards Planet Tech. The first update here is mainly with creatures. This isn't actually Planet Tech, but I do think a lot of this stuff that they've been doing with creatures is probably being done in whatever the next version of Planet Tech is. Makes a lot more sense to go that way. They mentioned that they had support for Star Paws planned for development. This is really what they want to use to build creatures more quickly. Lots of creatures that they said have come into the game, and I do think we'll see a new one with Nyx 1. But this was just kind of getting started. A little bit of Apex Valakar updates. Again, I think the Apex Valakar is probably being made to work better with Planet Tech V5. They probably aren't even making it for this old version of Planet Tech. Not to say that the old one isn't made for it, obviously, but that one doesn't move around. What you will see here is that this new Apex Valakar is traversing underground, it's burrowing and moving position, and it's got a lot more animations. It can freely move around the planet mesh, allowing for more profound underground movement, essentially allowing for it to improve the large creatures to find paths and travel large distances, as they are not always close to players. This is completely different than what we're fighting at Stormbreaker, and I think it's built for Planet Tech. Underneath that, we got to February, where in R&D department, you can see that they were working on improved ground fog. A dissipation model was implemented to simulate fog behavior during a full day-night cycle. OBS, don't tell me you're overloading the encoder. I will melt you. This guy. That's exciting to me. I think ground fog can look really good when you're like at night when it's sitting in valleys. Just makes a whole location look completely different. In March, we saw Star Paws come to fruition. A creature content team gave a whole report. They said that the formation of a new team was made to focus on the ongoing development of Star Paws. Alongside focusing on improvements to the technical pipeline, the team progressed with a number of new creatures. We will follow back up on that at the end of this report. Alpha 4.7 introduced some early results of these technical pipeline upgrades with variants of the Valakar that have grown accustomed to their icy behavior, icy environment. These were the small Valakar that they brought into Rockcracker. In March, additional design work went towards upcoming creatures, while looking ahead to plan in additional improvements for existing creatures, including mesh and behavior updates and additional variants. We actually went over those in the July monthly report. We saw a ton of Valakar changes that came in just to change their behavior. And we can go back to CitizenCon 2024, where they showed us what all these creatures would look like. I know we've been over here. We just went over this, but listen to what I think this is Zach Priest is saying about this whole thing.
Variances and differences and new creatures make up what we call our fauna matrix. The fauna matrix is basically our creature encyclopedia. So these concepts should show you that we want to get more weird and wonderful with our creatures. We've started off with more traditional animal references like dogs and birds and cows, but now we're in a position to create the things that we love about sci-fi, which is the weird and the unknown. So looking at where we're going, all of our creatures have been defined for the road to 1.0. We've ensured we've got a rich, diverse, distinct roster of creatures to make each of our planets feel special. As well, as considering the unique elements of various planets, ensuring that they're populated with appropriate creatures. We've been designing creatures in mind so that planets' ecosystems influence their behaviors, designs, aesthetics, and harvestables.
And if you jump forward, you can see, like, obviously there's the Valacar. This is the Apex Valacar we haven't seen yet. There's a couple others here that you'll recognize, or at least variants of them. So, like, this is a variant of the Yormandi. You can actually see this variant in concept art right here. It's considered basically what a Yormandi might look like in a cave. I think we'll see this at some point, and I hate it. But you'll also see, like, there's some Marok variants in here that we'll see at some point. There are some Space Cow variants you can see here. There's the Space Whales. This is a Space Whale. This is a Space Whale. This is a Space Whale. These are variants that we'll probably see as they're getting the first Space Whale loaded into Orison sometime soon. Here is a Flood Infection form, I guess, for some reason. No, these are actually called xylopods or something like that. A lot of fauna, though. And so one of these, I think, will be on Nyx 1. And that's what we're reading about here. Continuing on, though, they also touched on the narrative in that department. They said narrative continued to work with the Starkitect team to develop how the mission system will evolve once the tool comes online to add more locations to planet surfaces. That's an important line. I think that's the first we hear about Starkitect during this year, and it's the first of many. Luna Maria, good to see you. Always a good time. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Hope Rico's doing well. Mrs. Tomato is still hoping, still wondering, hey buddy, when are you coming? What the heck was that explicit looking worm? Yeah, that's everybody's favorite. This is the Cuddle Yormandi. This is the one you get to take home as a pet. Absolutely ravishing you are, handsome young fellow. Still waiting when they introduce fishing. Your Aurora just landed the wet coast and you standing on the ladder with your fish hanger in the right, and the lake is covered with fog. Yeah. Yeah, dude, no. This is why I'm actually truly worried about where this game goes. I've already told you guys I do terrible at scary games. Star Citizen is a fairly immersive game, and they're doing VR, and there are a lot of environments for creepy stuff like derelict spaceships and caves, and these people love to bring back old gems like chest bursters and things. I do think that we're going to have some difficult moments in Star Citizen where I'm going to have to make the hard choice of whether or not I should play through these things or just quit doing this. How many years ago did they promise the Boreal Stalker? I believe 8 at this point. Potentially. Baby 42 win. Are we going to be able to fly through the clouds, move around when you fly? Oh, like you want to see the clouds react to your ship? That might be too much. That might be too much. Maybe fog, though. All right, moving on. There were still some R&D updates in March, actually. In March, the ongoing fog work continued. A test build was handed over to Tech Art for prototyping and to gather feedback. Time was also spent... I cut that part off. Wasn't important. In April, we move on. Development continued on the Starkitect tool to incorporate narrative needs into the projection of outposts and characters to ensure assets are created in line with planet lore. In an effort to get ahead, there were also initial conversations about initiatives later in the year to try and anticipate what kind of content could be captured sooner rather than later. So this is like, since March, they've been consistently working on not even Starkitect, but rather the missions involved in Starkitect. Almost all of these updates include some talk of the outposts, their lore, how they fit into the actual reason that they're there, the mission system that's linked to them that gives us missions based on their location. And if you do go back to the first presentation of Starkitect, you'll see that that was a pretty big part of their focus. As Ian talked about, was it here, I think? As Ian talked about this, a lot of his slides, a lot of his his talking points were about why the things that were being placed through Starkitect were being placed there.
We've got high-tech for the emergency shelters, but also utilitarian, like our bunkers and distribution centers. The richer the data, the richer these locations will be. Secondly, they all have a function. We've got mining for our mining outposts, farming for the farmsteads, or just places where people live. The function of the place will define the way the place looks as well, and its form. And last but not least, the people as well, the faction and their loadouts. We've got lawful people, like the new Citizens for Prosperity in Pyro, unlawful, such as Xenofred, and sometimes not even no one. And the place needs to look a bit, derelict. In different places, you'll find different people.
And if you go to what Will said in his comments just the other day, he also pointed out that, where is it? The outposts are not the same as what we expect in Pyro. A lot of people don't like those outposts. I'm not seeing it here though. That's weird. I'll just scroll down to where everything was copy pasted in there. Here it is. God, sorry, that was difficult to find. Metasheep asked if the outposts are clean and tidy or dark and grimy, and Will responded the outposts are new and not in the style of the Pyro ones. So we already have... Oh, man. That must be it. We already have an idea of what the outposts are going to look like. Stand by real quick, guys. I think I just figured out why, and now I'm getting a... What is this, a spam call? Of course it's a spam call. I think I just figured out why we're having trouble on my computer. Yep. Sorry about that. Makes sense, it's a newly terraformed planet. Yeah. And it would be really weird if there was just a bunch of broken down stuff. Like, everything that's going to be there has to be brand new, I think. And the fact that they confirmed that is nice. As is being talked about here as well. I know we just went over this picture, but I'm always going to remind you guys, there are way more styles that are supposed to be coming to the buildings in this game than what we've seen so far. And every chance that they get, they acknowledge it. They point directly back to this page that they released in 2019, and they haven't seemed to stray far from it yet. You can see the exact same terminology here. He's got colonialism, utilitarian, frontier, high-tech, and then you go back and you see frontier, high-tech, utilitarian art styles. So I think it's fair to say that we're not just going to keep seeing that same Pyro-style janky stuff everywhere, but they're moving on from it. That being said, we kept going. In May, graphics, VFX, and programming, the majority of the graphics team focused on optimizations through May, making significant improvements that will come at a later date. Jumping down, in Planet Tech, they made large strides with the Genesis system as they looked to close out the last remaining elements of the core technology and move on to polish, performance, and stability tasks. They were already telegraphing that this was coming soon in May. I have seen multiple comments on my news video about 4.11 of people saying that they think that CIG is made 4.11 just so that they could get away from the bad news of 4.8. And guys, they could just release a spaceship. They don't have to they don't have to do all this to get back on people's good sides. They just gotta release a spaceship, a couple apologies, maybe a video or two, and a look at new features. No, this has been definitely in the works for a while. We've been following it for a while. We were pretty sure it was coming at least in November. October's a little earlier than expected, but good for them. I don't think they moved it up a month. It wouldn't really be worth it, but maybe. Who knows? Recent work focused on critical pieces of technology like GPU object spawning, the virtual terrain cache, imposter rendering, and the spawning of creatures and minables on V5 planets. Alongside this, the teams continue to iterate on visual quality while ensuring performance is kept in check. He has been highlighting performance in his own answers. He said the whole tech has turned out better than expected. Polish phase always takes things from good to great. So my favorite things are still being worked out. My biggest focus right now is performance. Followed up again by saying we've made it better performing by moving as much as possible to GPU, but we're also doing a lot more work. At the moment, it's hard to compare, not really apples to apples. Performance is important here. I think a big part of the V5 update was actually driven by the fact that planets in V4 might have looked okay, but they were not performing well. Pop-in, what was it? Pop-in, tiling, repetitive tiling, LOD problems, and not being able to load quickly enough on memory, so people were falling through the ground. I think that was a lot of trying to fix that. It's just that they did those technological fixes, and then the art people were like, ooh, we can also put more trees in there. But he was talking about mineable nodes yesterday as well. He said mineable nodes are very differently placed. Gameplay is the same. They have acknowledged multiple times that mining is going to be different in this because of Planetech. Detox has the perfect visualization for the development cycle of SC. You want to know the best part about that? That graphic has been around since like 2016. I probably have it saved in this folder somewhere. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This is a fun graphic that I've had for a while. It was somebody made this as a way to basically say how the product life of Star Citizen. It could actually go this way. This actually wasn't the bad one. This was the bad one. It could still go this way, honestly. It might not work out. We could still be right here. But Mass Effect Andromeda did come out, and Starfield was indeed revealed. And that did not cause problems for this game. But we could see Squadron 42 come out and not do well. I just have these random graphics saved every once in a while throughout the history. But somewhere in here, I bet we have that graphic saved. There it is. Oh man, yeah. It's just the way it's been. It's been like this for such a long time, and it's not for any other reason than CIG is just not good at maintaining their goodwill. They burn it constantly. What's the name of this song? Downtown Binary. Or sorry, Downtown Binary is the artist. The song is called Drift. Was it always the plan to have Planetech before the new flight model? I don't think they really were scheduling them out to, like, I don't think they matter to each other at all. I think it was I think the only place that those two interact is Quantum Boost. But I don't think it would matter which one came first. Finally seeing you live. What's up, Dennis? Want to say you're so grateful for the content and deep dives you bring. Really think it is something else and unique what you do. Love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for saying. I can only do it because there are enough people who also care about this kind of stuff. And hopefully you want to see this kind of stuff with other games, because I'm looking at other games. Everybody say bye, Mrs. Tomato. Have fun. NECA, thank you so much for the Prime sub. NECA Claudius. I said NECA Claudius. Bethesda is incapable of making a game feel drastically different than what? Then what, Catch-Up Gamer? The anticipation's killing me. Flight model's so late, we'll be playing a whole new game by the time it drops. Dude, the flight model situation is crazy. Sorry, the flight model situation is wild. All right, let's continue. I got distracted. Moving on to June progress. Where you see that updates to several core systems were made for Starchitect, there it is again, which will fundamentally change how designers place locations and sandbox content across the planets. This is, yeah, they keep saying this, and I don't think they're wrong. Now, harvestables and loot are context aware of their surrounding location and environment. Thank God. So designers can match loot to the environment more easily. For instance, instead of manually placing outlaw-specific loot boxes, the system will now detect that a location is outlaw-controlled and select the right loot type automatically. Crafting is undergoing similar changes for Starchitect compatibility, and the mission system required significant rework. There it is again. That's always the most important thing to note with Star Citizen. We've had the Grimhex racing system. We've had cargo decks. We've had distribution centers. We have had so many locations added to this game with no gameplay coming along with them, and it freaking sucked, okay? It is great to see that during this time building towards this brand new big content drop that they want us to get all excited about, they have actively been telegraphing that they're also working on the mission system. Maybe the missions end up sucking, but at least they're not just locations with nothing to do. I appreciate that. Now, the next thing they need to do is make sure that we can define whether or not a location is outlaw or like militia controlled, right? Let me take over a base Far Cry style so we can change up the way planets work. They also gave us an update on creature content at that time, saying in June, the creature team worked on various improvements to the existing behaviors of the Valakar family. Work on the Apex Sand variant is still underway, with the team refining the gameplay to provide a better experience to players and ships. They also began pre-production on a brand new creature family, with exploration around visual identity, silhouettes, combat legibility, and gameplay archetypes going through various rounds of iteration. What was that we read all the way back in January? Oh yeah. Star Paws, and the opportunity for them to start making more creatures. Upcoming creature variants. You just gotta follow the monthly reports. And then you got to make sure to go back and confirm them and check them after they actually come out. They also said that focus switched back to ground fog. We're back to it. The new model, which was finalized earlier this year, was added into production. As a finishing touch, support for local height as well as density was added. Ooh, I'm so excited for that. It's cheaper to evaluate and render, extends the visible range, and improves the modeling aspects of the ground fog and its lighting. They also worked on self-shadows as casting shadows like rain volumes and clouds, and optimizations on atmosphere. In July, finally, our most recent report, the graphics team compared GI, global illumination, and reflections to an offline path-traced reference and made various improvements, working on using the GPU, and getting near-range occlusion of both diffuse and rough specular reflections now accounted for radiance cache cell size, because, you know, all that. Beyond that, multiple writers worked on missions and the incoming Starchitect locations, using the new technology to allow for more places to visit than before, and the team is helping to make sure there are new contracts to experience, just another opportunity for them to reaffirm this is about the missions and the locations. And I appreciate that. I hope they're good. I hope that these locations, when they come in, are good. The way that they've talked about them, the way they've described the system, sounds so stupidly fantastical, it's hard to believe it's actually going to arrive how they've said it will. And it's CIG. So I understand. You'll believe it when you see it. You know, you'll believe it when you try it yourself. Maybe it's going to be glitchy when it drops in. I get all those caveats. But at the very least, they've been giving us better signals on this than they generally do on most big systems. Here is one last little look at the kind of way he was describing how these outposts will work.
wants to be near a resource. We can specify what this resource needs to be. But we can also give suggestions where sometimes you'd find it here and sometimes you wouldn't. If the location has refineries, it might want to be near water to refine the resources. Then secondly, we can define what buildings should be there. So obviously we need mining buildings, houses for people to live as well, and even power buildings that we can leverage with the resource network. Starchitect will intelligently figure out where to place these and what needs to be at the location. Next up, farms. Its rules, well,
These are
temperature.
crazy.
Not every plant can live in every temperature.
seed map.
But the same with soil type. Only certain plants can be in certain grounds. And then we can query the seed map to determine what plants you would find there. What are the harvestables? As for the target,
this stuff actually emphasizes the possibility of unique farming. Like if you can only grow a certain plant in a certain biome on a certain planet, and then you can only craft a certain thing with that certain plant, and you can only get that certain quality, like this certainly is laying the groundwork for a true sandbox player economy with a ton of different things that you could do. I think that's what gets people excited.
targets, again, farm buildings, obviously, power buildings, houses, but even animals such as our beloved quasi-grazers. And last but not least, derelict ships. We've got these all over the place currently. Rules, well, they'd be close to anti-air because they would be shot down. But even in harsh flight conditions, such as mountains or low visibility, you'd probably most commonly find them. Targets, well, crash ship parts, of course. Sometimes you'd find the full remains of a javelin, and the other time you might just find the nose of a starfare laying around.
But like, actually?
So,
because we only have one crashed javelin in the game so far. Last bit is really just how this goes back to one original statement that was made during CitizenCon 2022, I think. Let's go back to that and see if... No. Yes? No. I don't think so. I think it might have been 2023. Yes. Okay. You guys remember this introduction? We got introduced to towns, right? The idea of not just an outpost, which was just a single building, but communities of towns that would have functions and things that you could do. This only became a reality in Star Citizen like 3 years ago. Before this, the idea was basically just a single building somewhere on a moon that you could go visit, and then nothing, and then gigantic landing zone cities. There wasn't this idea of an in-between settlements and towns until this presentation. Listen to what he says here.
And we can't really call some of these large locations outposts anymore. They become something more like settlements and imply a larger and more established community. Now, as a player, it will mean a lot more to explore and do at any single individual location with a localized and personal feeling mission types that might see you moving around a single settlement to complete objectives or doing short hop missions between clusters of settlements on a single planet.
So then you go back to what he was saying in this presentation, and you look at what he's saying.
And we group
about
them together in what we like to call a cluster, like this one, that has 13 locations.
This was just the next year. So obviously, this led, like, they clearly had some continuation here. But you can see how it's all coming together for, hopefully, 4.11.
Let's talk about clusters. Clustering means generating locations near other locations. So, for example, if you find a distribution center, just like in the verse currently, I would find forward operating bases next to them. But if you go even further out, you'd find mining outposts to funnel those resources to the FOBs. Go out even further, you'd find caves around them, because that's where they might find some of the gems.
And this is actually, if you go to Pyro and explore enough, this is how it's formatted. They already started building this format. Starchitect is just a system that does it for them. Their goal is building up the library that fills the ability for Starchitect to place things.
Where you're basically making a library of buildings and layouts that we'll be using to no longer work directly on the planet. The neat thing, all these modules and assets can be iterated upon and tested right in the editor for all the designers and artists to ensure fun gameplay and interactive sandbox activity, and also make sure all the mission stuff is there.
And
basically, we're building a toolkit.
Excuse me, sir. And that is where this comes in. We come back to this picture. That's why they're trying to do all these different archetypes. And we'll see if it works. But that's the development history of Starkitect up until August of 2026. And we'll probably start to get a little more information from them over the next couple months. Hope you learned something. Don't crash my stream again, please. I think the reason that it was crashing my stream is because I was running out of storage on this hard drive. It's crazy. I just got a new hard drive for this computer, but it's only 1 terabyte, so it keeps filling up. Luckily, though, it takes like 2 clicks and then I delete another 400 gigabytes of storage, so that helps. All right, I am pretty late to our in-game event. I'm going to try and link up with the rest of the crew now. What do you guys think, though? What do you like? I hope this gives a little bit more clarity and context to Starkitect, because I feel like it's so easy to hear that CIG is working on something and they think it's the next big thing and it's going to fix everything. And of course, Space Tomato is saying like it's going to fix the whole game and all this stuff. And I think it's worth paying attention to where things have formed and how they've formed. Where does Rastar fit into that? Rastar is what this came from. Rastar was basically the same system but to build one location, and so they took that and they've built it into Starkitect, which can take that to build multiple locations. It's kind of like how Will Hain built the original system that could build one river, and then he went and made a system that took that original ability to build a system and it now can make multiple rivers across a planet. It's like the same idea. You think it's just more vaporware? More Jesus tech that will fail like all the others? Well, maybe don't call it Jesus tech. Nobody's calling this Jesus tech, sir. The only thing that ever, to me, felt like Jesus tech in this game was server meshing. Camera. Come on, camera. Gotta be difficult. Think we should be good now. Was OBS having trouble too? Or was it just the camera? How does baby formed? Are you asking how our baby's doing? You believe Starkitect will change the way we play SC way more than we think? Well, that's the opposite side of the spectrum for sure. You just hope all the villages and out camps are different and not like other games where they are all the same. I think at some point there's going to be repetition, unfortunately. Hopefully as they build out more and more styles, there's less. Yes, we'll see. The only thing that CIG does really well really is the planet tech and shipbuilding. Filling them up with actual locations and that feel realistic and cohesive has been a challenge to say the least. That it has.
Looking to improve your health? At Kelto
Looking to improve your health? No, actually I'm not. I want to be unhealthy.
Ask your meditech about optional medical services.
Man, my microphone picks up every sound, huh? Are you guys hearing like me move the mouse around here?
Cargo door, because it can be quite touchy getting the last one on top if it's not the highest stack.
Hello, Senor.
Hello, Senor Game.
Hey, baby daddy.
Sup, y'all?
What up?
Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah,
All
no.
the space games in the world.
Crazy coincidence. Y'all doing some logistics?
That's what we're calling it.
I mean, gotta fake it till you make it, right?
Things with stuff.
Picking boxes up and putting them down.
One of the greatest exercises known to humankind.
Lightning's a slave driver.
Of course.
A slave driver?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just telling us we have to be doing it.
I prefer spaceships.
I think he prefers prisoners with jobs.
Rehabilitated citizens.
You're actually giving me an idea. Like next time, the clothes that everyone has to be wearing is like the prisoner.
That would be funny. That would be really funny.
The work gang. There you go.
You run around and hit people with like something on the end of a tractor beam. Looks like you're whipping them.
I just keep picturing a bunch of guys in Fletcher outfits, somebody in an overseer coming around every once in a while. Pick up that trash.
How's it been going so far? You guys running into glitches?
That's stable enough. I mean, you know, it's no Jesus tech, but.
I fucked another ship for you guys, Maverick.
Say what?
Fucked another ship for you guys.
Don't fake the opportunity to learn from your losses.
Okay.
Man, sometimes you just gotta fake it in Star Citizen.
Lightning, I'm just looking forward to the event for getting all of the prison uniforms.
My mouse movement sounds like a piston moving.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta break out of prison. Yeah.
That's insane. Hold on. Let me see if I can like. Let me just up the
No, can't.
noise gate a little bit.
Light, you wanted me to start taking contracts as well?
Yeah. Since you already have people on your.
The weird thing is, like, I don't see. It doesn't say that my mic is being picked up on my hardware interface, but it does say it on OBS. How is that possible? What did I say?
Or bring a medical Pisces and park it out here. One of the two.
Wait, what went sideways? Are you talking about GII? We're always sideways, man. We're like a fancy tomato plant. Don't grow me up right. Where can I fit into this contraption of gardening individuals? What do you need?
Set your spawn first at checkmate. Because a lot of us are suiciding to get new ships and new missions each time.
Okay.
So only the people on the ironclad are permanently alive, basically.
As it should be.
We're expendable though, so you know.
Obituary is also fine, but checkmate is our gathering point at the moment.
Wish I had a golem ox instead of a golem.
And after that, Tomato, if you have reputation with the headhunters, then try to take a mission from bit zeros in the mercenary tab, which makes you pay a mount.
Okay.
But we cannot have Tomato do that. Just imagine how many times he will die this stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
It's all for the greater good.
Oh, dear. No, I don't even think I have Headhunter's rep.
Actually, the max lift needs a bit of an update because the handheld tractor beam's leaving it for dead doing this work.
If you do not have enough reputation, then I would say after setting your spawn, redirect to the Karen class. They're currently in that space.
Roger.
And you can use all my bees as the reference point to get there.
Let's do 50,000 for the waypoint.
Can't OBS pull the sound from internal pathways?
No,
Yeah, but it
just
is.
map
It's pulling it from my mic.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me. Like, I can turn up my sound. I can turn all of these settings up and change all of the settings on my mic to the point where it can barely hear my voice. Right. So at this point, I have to be right here for it to keep transmitting me. If I back up like this, it's probably not. Can you guys still hear me? What does it even do?
Yeah, we got into stream sniper.
It probably quiets me down a lot if I'm back here.
I'm gonna boop the.
But if I type on my keyboard, it's still just as loud as me yelling into the mic.
Oh, yeah, especially for like a rework of a certain ship. It's about time. Of course.
If you look in
Playing
the,
with gain? No, I'm just messing with my noise gate. So if I turn the noise gate off,
Not gonna mention which ship. I'm excited.
it just sounds like this. You guys can probably hear everything now.
I'll check it out. It's always nice for
Probably not the most fun.
little beat.
I'm not a doctor though. I hate doing this part. 17 months, Luna Maria. You are now the only SC YouTuber I'm still following, have a membership with, and have notifications on for. Well, thank you for following. Do you still play Star Citizen? Or are you just watching from the distance right now?
That you,
And thank you for the support. Thanks for being a member this whole time. I can't believe 17 months is crazy. I still remember, I think you were there when we were doing like our cooking streams in the turkey house, right? Tired of renting the Hermes? Think you're gonna do it today? You gonna buy one in game or real money? What do people think of the Stingray leak? So far, kind of meh. Maybe it'll look better in person. Eh. Yeah. You like the clicky clacks, but that's you. I like an occasional clicky clack. Cooking streams were always fun. We are really, we want to get back to the cooking streams. I'm hopeful we can figure out a way for us to do them, or at least for her to be able to do them. So that, like, maybe I can finish my stream and then I can take the baby and she can stream, or we could have the baby off on the side of the camera. But I do think that, like, we both have been wanting to do them again for months now, and feel kind of bad that we haven't been able to, because we didn't mean to stop doing them like we did, but she got so nauseous so fast. And then we tried to do a cooking stream, I think we did a couple, and she was just really not doing well afterwards, so we had to stop those for a while. But they will be back, especially when she knows how much you guys miss them. Do I think Mrs. T would be up for it when baby T gets older? Absolutely. I think she's up for it right now. She literally is just in pain all the time. There's nothing wrong with the baby cam. I'd like my baby to make the call if he wants to be on Twitch. Necaclaius, Crassix, thank you guys both for the subs. I'm sorry I missed you earlier. Much love. Thank you for the prime, guys. Are we past the due date? We're past the ultrasound due date. You know how they do the size. The ultrasound estimates a time based on the size and the growth. That was the 12th. That was actually the day of the solar eclipse. Was supposed to be that day. Our original due date's still a week away. Boys like to be late. Yeah, I'll teach him to run my audio. That actually sounds like a good idea. I'm just gonna have him in here. This little cupboard over here. Audio help, he'll just pop out. I'm gonna go grab some tea real quick, guys, while we're in transit. Need that fuel. I will be right back. Thank you for the update on the cooking streams. Happy to. Cooking streams are freaking sick. Get a VR headset, then all vessels look amazing. One way larger than your monitor. You have 5K Ultra super wide for a few years, and since March this year, you've had Pimax 8K OLED. Yeah, dude, I've got one. I've done a couple videos about the VR in this game, and I think it is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I agree. Once they finally get it into a good place where it's performing well, I think that's going to be one of the best gaming experiences possible. You find those baby roadmap updates are more exciting than the current ones right now. Well, we've got a lot, and I never stop talking about my baby, so you guys are gonna... Even if you're not seeing him on camera, you're gonna be getting a lot of baby tomato over the next months and years. God, I cannot wait, guys. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get some tea. I will be right back. Stay beautiful. Whatever the kids say these days.
Break the economy completely. They can at least give us a hammer here, right? Oops, sorry, dude. It's to be honest, dude, it's a bit of a small tractor beam. The maximum minimum distance really bounces things around and such. It's a little bit of chaos. I still not purposely trying to hit you with boxes, but it will keep danger close.
I mean, I'm
Beast does that on purpose, so there's always that one box in the center cargo area that just says no, there's no way I'm passing through that door. Even if the other flight have gone through perfectly.
Yeah, I just flew up to this one.
What'd I miss? What happened? I didn't get to get my tea, actually. It's not hot yet, so I'm heating up some Turkish tea. We're gonna be okay. What are you guys drinking today? Anybody else drinking tea? Don't let me be alone. You haven't played this in like 3 years. Ooh boy. That's always a good fun time. Has it been polished up at all, or is it still buggy as hell? It is so buggy, but damn, is it a cool game still. If any other game makes me feel like this, Star Citizen is in trouble. But I think it's very hard to make this kind of feeling happen. I mean, it's just like you just can't get gas clouds in space around space. I don't know. It feels stupid to point out some like really specific small thing like that, like, oh, a space station inside of a gas cloud in a star system where I'm in a spaceship flying. Feels like you're cheating. Feels like you're just stacking the books against anybody else who wants to say they maybe could give you a similar experience, but it is unique. I'm sorry.
Well, some of them will. There are some guns that will stack. It's just like there's only like 2 out of the 30 that we have.
Awesome to see a new father over the moon about his kid. Ooh, Jesus. Waited a long time. Me and Mrs. Tomato made a very conscious decision when we got married that we were going to make sure that we'd not have a kid until we knew that we could give him a good life. And doing this for a living and also our whole immigration process both were reason enough for us to pump the brakes for a while. Now, when we first made that plan, I didn't really even want a kid that much. I wanted a kid. I've always wanted kids, but I wasn't like crazy about it. I was like, it'll happen. I would have a kid at some point. But then we had our niece. And that changed my life. God, I miss her so much. We don't even know when we're going to get to see her again, unfortunately, because we can't get her a visa to come over here. But we raised her for the first, I want to say, like 4 days of her life. We took care of her, and then off and on for the next 3 to 4 years. And that made me realize how much I want a kid. And so now here we are, full anticipation, maximum hype. Very excited. Active duty about SC ruining all of the games was right on the head. I don't know if I'd go that far. I will say that this game, like I said, this game can't be matched. But I am 100% of the mindset that this game cannot do everything I want in a game. Nor do I want it to. There are so many other types of style of game I want to play besides Star Citizen. Like, I still want a open-ended sandbox exploration game, right? I still want a strategy single-player RPG kind of game.
Be ready in a moment.
They're gonna
Ooh.
say today's the day. They're gonna do it.
That's good.
You're cool.
He ran back to his mic from across.
Sometimes you just get on SC to fly. Alright, I need to get some ammo, and then no, actually, I don't need ammo. I just need a tractor beam, and then I'll head to the Ironclad. You're not a breeder, but sometimes seeing breeders be happy with breeding makes me happy. Don't take that out of context. Sorry, Huntress, but that's gonna have to go on the quote board. That one's going on the quote board. I like it. Bringing up the garden gang. Where are you, Huntress? Show me the names. Not on here yet? That's a shame. I feel like you probably should be one of the oldest names on here. New quote. Hold on, I gotta... Wait, let me go to the quotes page, actually, because I gotta make sure this gets some notes behind it. Did I just type in the Huntress? God dang it. Hold on. It's the Red Huntress. I gotta update that. The quote. It says don't take that out of context, so I'll add some context. We were talking about joy for Baby Tomato. I'll at least give you that. What the? I just got... I think my mouse is dead. Jesus. Oh, now that's on the wrong... Dude, Alright, I just got kicked out of the Discord for inactivity because I was muted for too long. Tech, everybody. I gotta fix your name real quick on here. Shame on me for not typing it in right the first time. Thanks for being such a awesome member of this community, by the way. If they keep you searching for new wormhole entrances for new systems they introduce, and then also you scan and search for planets in those systems, could be great for exploration. Could be. Transient jump points, yeah. You can still hear my mouse moving, so it's the mouse mat. Oh, it's definitely the mouse mat. It's a glass pad, so it makes a little bit more noise. I just genuinely, I need to get a microphone professional to come to my house and do this themselves. No matter how much I look up how to do it, what to do, how to change, what to change, noisemaker, compressor, all the things. I cannot get my audio to work right. Granted, I could probably put more time towards it. All right, let's see where we need to go. I still have to get a freaking charger for my mouse. I hate having two mice. Someday I'm gonna get one that just controls both the computers. Makes it a lot easier.
Yourself up in it.
Nope.
Alrighty, whose ironclad am I going to?
All my bees.
Okay.
One's loose, my bad. I got it.
How's my audio hardware setup? You mean like what are the specific settings?
No idea who did that, but goddamn you.
I know, I was looking out my window.
My mice? They're both wireless.
Oh, yeah.
Get a cheap touchscreen monitor for one of the computers. Touchscreen for what?
It's bad enough we've got the,
Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I forgot that the wings come out when you do the landing gear.
There we go. Set soundboard volume to 0.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Alright, we're looking for bees.
The middle is emptied out on rigs on this one that I'm at, so I'll move it out of the way for you guys.
Oh, don't worry. I'm coming over to pick it up.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
What he's saying, Rick, is
that must be bees right there.
Self-destruct before you get out of the ship. Just completely trolling.
Well, I'm just gonna ride along with him. Whenever he self-destructs, I'll go with it.
So do you want me to move this freelancer out of here? And
Jesus, they're out here. Holy crap. So they must be in some random place out in this, out in deep space.
Next location.
Oh, okay.
How everything is connected? I just got,
Well, then I'm evacuating.
like, this mouse has a wireless dongle in my gaming PC, and then this one's in my streaming PC. It's just one mouse for PC.
And that's not a euphemism from an old person either.
Yeah, I have to go system hopping here.
Oh, okay. You mean for my audio stuff?
Just nose up a little more if you could.
Mics. I see. I thought you said mice is like multiple mice. I'm very sorry. Yeah, my mic goes into my audio soundboard, which goes into the computer via USB. Very exciting. Very exciting setup. All right, because I couldn't get my tea made, I'm gonna go get it now. Nice little Turkish tea glass. I will be right back one more time, folks. Say hi to the chair for me.
Shit's so fiddly.
He's very excited to be here. Ow. That hurt.
Yeah, I was just throwing the one SU ones over their piece.
Yeah. Yeah, at least until that side fills up, I'd like to just keep them. Always a little concerning when I hear the explosion. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. It just happens to be timed at the same time that a box clips into something and sparks come out of the box, and I'm like, oh no. No.
We've done it now.
Yeah, now we've done it.
Right, this is the last box, Maverick.
Copy.
Come on, get in there. There you go.
Rip the fire extinguisher off the wall. Ash, it's a faster trip back to the ship if you've got one.
I'm just gonna go to the next location, I guess, with this one.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Don't run into the debris field on the way out.
Yes, I was trying not to.
The entire rear is filled up with it.
What's
Also for keeping score or anything of how many people died, how many times.
Thankfully, there's no death of a spaceman right now, right?
There's lots of deaths of spacemen, but you know.
I got it. Oh, and I got back
the
here
amount of
before
tax we paid.
the old Star Citizen could get us to where we needed to go.
I don't know, man. That whole thing's gone up, down, left, and right from center.
There we go.
I don't even know where they're at with it anymore.
Classic. Turkish
I
tea.
don't even think
Always
they
so
know where
scared
they're
to
at
drop
with it
this.
anymore.
Look at that color, dude. You can't beat that. Just like a perfect amber. Very pretty. pretty as a T. My uncle always used to say. He didn't. He never said that. You asked before what we were drinking. You planted yourself after work first in the garden, sunbathing with iced tea. And crushed cubes. Placed some beers in the freezer. Nice.
Yeah, I fucked another freelancer next to it.
Later enjoying some JD Tennessee Fire. So now beer. Oh, you're getting ready for a Friday. Nice.
I'm back. I have floated back.
Anybody who was in here in the podcast this morning have any thoughts about how the conversation went with morphologists?
It'd be neat if you actually walked on these crates that are up here.
Oh, what above it? Yeah, you can't even access the ladder from No, but when you're out UAVing, I couldn't access the option to get in through that way on the ladder up there.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
But you think Drake is going to spring for gravity generators on the outside of the ship?
I mean, they spruce for a shield generator in every corner.
I mean, it would be nice.
Like the walkways are just duct taped up with like double-sided tape.
Tomato to bees?
Yeah.
Permission to come aboard?
I suppose that'll be okay.
Well, I mean, if it's trouble. You got some
trouble?
mangled bodies floating outside your ship?
Yeah, just a couple.
Just a couple.
They're supposed to be like that.
Dude, this guy's like heel looks like that of a Sangheili.
Torch.
How full are the iron flats actually looking at the moment?
We are one grid zone full on gold, so we've got, what's that zone? This is one of the 10 by 6 by 6 zones at the back corner. It's nearly full.
Yeah, we've got one of those full, and we've started a new row on the
our stims
grid ahead of it.
pile is about the same size as our gold pile, funnily enough. So. Do you want me to keep tabs on the actual number of boxes on the?
No, that's fine.
Personally, can't
It's
wait
just like
for
a rough
the
idea, so like,
next few weeks to come and go so we can get some new ships and vehicles. Is that like, are you more interested in ships and vehicles than like instancing and stuff? Or is it a specific ship you're interested in?
Doesn't matter. It does not matter because they're all getting sold from the ship.
Gotcha.
Would anyone care to see a giant screen on the side of the cargo grid that displayed volume on the grid? You know,
We should be able to get a manifest in our Mobiglass.
yeah. Just look over and see a screen that just updates and says you have 22% of your grid full.
A manifest would go hard, though.
Definitely. So, what's the flow? What are we doing?
We have a ship arriving now.
Yeah.
Done.
Basically, what's currently able to accept these contracts is getting going to the facilities, getting the ships out, and bringing the boxes to a centralized location with the 2 ironclads.
Okay. So it's kind of similar to Tyrus's old.
And a bit to your right.
Kind of similar.
That was your left.
Right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
go more vertical a little bit, please?
It's like Tyrus's old event where we would have a caterpillar out in space and transfer.
Yeah, the old salvaging space dads.
Okay, cool. Where do you need a new person? Is there a tractor beam I can grab?
Do you not have a tractor beam on you?
I don't, unfortunately, no.
Don't worry, I'm on my way soon, so I can help. I can give you my power
He
multi-tool.
calls himself a logistician without a tractor beam. Seriously, man?
Do I?
He's more into that manual labor rig, where he physically picks the box up and pushes it around.
I don't know if I have the right to call myself an anything in this game. So much as just like
Cameraman?
a tourist.
How about that documentarian?
No, I think I legitimately fit the role of a tourist very well. I just can't stick with anything.
You just always sightseeing.
Yeah.
Trying not to hit Cypher.
Yeah, just hit me. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna backspace in about 3 minutes anyways.
Is that Zeus still around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lightning, is that your final choice in parking that ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You feel enough, I think?
The Zeus is there, and there's also...
Just gets blazing some angles to work with.
There's also a freelancer sitting there off the nose of the my crowd.
I'll use the free.
Jarsky, bro. What is all... Okay, guys, chill. Stop. What, dude, 10 subs? My man, thank you. I appreciate it. That was completely unexpected. Let me... Whee. It's always funny when it's been a minute since we've done the Toes Gang. I'm like, all right. Let's pull this bad boy out. Dude, the thing's completely broken. Can you guys see that over here? Look at this. Can you see this? It's just completely, you can't really tell. Like this is, it's just completely broken. I think we need to get a new whiteboard at some point. I don't know when that happened. Let us write down, dude, how do I even spell your name? That's so hard to spell. There's like capital letters in places that I wouldn't expect. Is it the R? It is the R. See, I almost messed that up. Is it opposites? No, it's just the R. What is that? Just trying to trip me up? Is that an S? S60R? Sir, please explain. What does this mean? John Cabot. Top ship gifter. Boy. Toes Gang regular. Thanks for being here, John. Good to see you, dude. Just for supporting Baby Tomato in the future to keep your favorite game alive. Well, I bet Baby appreciates the idea that he's heavily influential of the game. Large Tomato also appreciates that.
It's just looking real squirrely now.
Jarsky Mouse. Okay. Now that I know that, it's easier to say.
Aren't supposed to be thunderstorms today. What the hell?
Clear skies and falling boxes.
Howdy with a chance of ECUs. Yeah.
Yeah, because you
And
can't
with the
really say
forecasting
it's
system's
one
been
thing.
broken,
I mean,
but
there's ETAM, there's stems, there's cold.
are you guys getting ETAM? No. You get
neon.
Are there any
Yeah,
other
we got-
tractor beams here? In the Ironclad?
I have a hand tractor and this max lift.
Well, if you're already using it, don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Well, the
I got
tracker
an
works well.
tracker if you need
Since it's 1 and 2s.
Oh. Missed
Yeah.
it.
I can use that. Where should I be heading?
Let me come on in.
Oh god, he's opening all my doors, letting the air out.
Yeah. And
He's
you do it
making it
just
so
when
no one can
someone's
go and eat and
taking the
drink
help.
there.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, I caught you with your helmet off, did I? Ah, see, it's not just me that does it.
Go into one of these side hallways.
I mean, if he's like vacuuming the entire ship and then not arriving with a tractor beam, I would just give him like a swap and let him clean the deck.
Hey, Blazing, could you? Yeah. let's
There's a
take
box
break.
over here
Yeah,
that you
just
can put it in.
lower it down a bit.
Sorry, Maverick.
I'm just confusing bees.
Out about, yeah, you're at 200. Just go down below the ship as opposed to above when you blow up this time around. A couple of hundred meters away would be sweet.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of not blowing them up in case people need them.
Your name comes from cottage
sure,
cheese.
we just don't want to stop.
Were you traumatized as a kid?
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna put it under.
I can totally relate to that.
I was just about to take that one, so.
Ah, sweet, there you go.
Dude, I think I might take one of these crews. Just in case.
You know, if I'm gonna kill myself anyway, then it's just better that I take a ship with me out of there.
Thank you for that, Gravy.
No worries, man. I do need to go somewhere and
I do like that we can stack the boxes right to the underside of the lid.
Whee! What's up, South Africa? Bro Code, welcome in. You had to eat it as part of every lunch.
Oh, that one came in hot.
Who hated you, dude? What did you?
That storage area where the drinks are, is it pressurized? Or do I need to go to?
Who did you piss off?
No, it's
As long-
pressurized
as long as-
as long as the
Yeah,
doors
as long as
are
the
closed.
doors. Yeah.
Greetings from Malawi.
That's why I'm saying make
Welcome
sure you
in.
close them, like as you go in and out.
Hello. We're all
Don't
over
leave
the
them
planet
open or
today,
just
huh?
evacuate the,
Do I recommend you
atmosphere.
getting the game or wait till
if
it's
it does run out
better?
of food and drink, I have.
You've bought it before but refunded the game because AI was bad, but you do see that there is price increase to any recommendations. If you refunded it before because the AI was bad, you probably don't want to get it yet. AI is not really much better. I mean, I guess if you refunded it back before 2025, then the AI has taken a step up because of server meshing, but it is still very hit or miss. It is still quite annoying. It still breaks. It still doesn't perform as you would expect from a game of this caliber. So, no, I don't think it's worth getting it just yet if you are looking for a good AI experience. The price increase, I wouldn't worry about that. They increased the price of this game in April, I think, and they still haven't let it actually take effect. It's just been on permanent sale. I think they'll do that probably at least until Squadron 42 comes out. So I would consider checking back in November, maybe. If you trust me that Squadron 42 isn't coming out before November, maybe it is. Maybe it is, but I would suggest checking back in towards the end of the year, see if the PU is running any better, and get a better idea of when Squadron might be coming out. Dang, we got this filled. Up to the literal top.
Tried, but we could a whole stack, huh? Look at that.
I could probably go grab another ship to bring more boxes, right?
Do you have the rep?
Oh, yeah, that's right. No.
Yeah, maybe we should have done a reputation event before this.
We can swing one way and then one the other.
I mean, that's good to know, though. Could do a rep event, and then end that event, and then start this one right after.
So what do you need to do to not have that glitch happen where you lose
That box is not stuck to the grid.
You just mainly you want to focus on the ones that take you to the remote asteroid base or remote mining bases.
Yeah.
So you don't, because like if you take the ones that take you to the ground on planets, there could be headhunter ships flying around and they'll show up red still, and if you blow one up, it'll reset your rep.
Yeah, that's what me and Ash did last night. We did like 4 or 5 of those, and it bumped me up to junior, like out of nowhere, and then like today I'm back in neutral. So I'll try that though. Well, it's probably just the bad performance or something.
Oh my god, you guys can just hear me chewing. I thought I was muted. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Lightning, if you're down with it, I can take it.
That is terrible. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys just listened to all that.
One or two rounds of this.
Yeah, sure.
To go catch a ship.
I think we have enough people in the Iron Club.
I am so
Feel
sorry.
free to take them along.
I'm so embarrassed. I was just smacking my mouth on the mic. Holy crap. How freaking awful. What are we doing, John? We're taking missions for cargo in... we're taking mercenary missions in Pyro. And then we are salvaging the cargo from the ships that are left over after those are done. And I am just sitting here munching on Ritz crackers on the microphone. Like an idiot. But we're basically just using the Ironclad as like a logistics hub. All the ships come and meet up here instead of going straight to a space station to sell. And then we have somebody come and sell it from the Ironclad. Now you want some Ritz? You do have some chicken salad. That would be amazing with some Ritz. I've been having, there's like this Tillamook jalapeno, cream cheese. And it's so good on Ritz crackers. Almost too good. I almost feel like they should outlaw it. Just shows you're real. Yeah, we're doing the Bit Zero missions. John, that just made me imagine somebody like chewing on crackers and it not making any noise. It's just a muted crunch. You're like, you're a robot. Automated, I sold you at Jalapeno's. Jalapeno. Yeah, it's really good. If you haven't tried it, I would try it. Jalapeno flavored Tillamook cream cheese. Oh man. Dude, good lord. Take me on a nice date, will ya? I love that stuff. Oh, you're making pad thai for dinner tonight? That's not bad.
Empty freelance.
Great way to make a man feel bad about his dinner choices.
What did you... I better not ask those questions.
Ooh, how much trouble could I get into?
Which way were you coming from? Like, which side of the ship?
Let's go see what's going on over there.
Down.
Oh, you were in Quantum. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it because you wind up, it'll come out like 10 kilometers away.
Where is he? I can just look that direction, I guess. Oh, I see something out there that's closing in, and it doesn't have a signature. It just has a... Oh no, it's going further away. CD. I see it.
I mean, it was in quantum, so it would come out of quantum and then.
I'm on my way.
All right.
Can we click that?
Also, Frenchie, it doesn't seem like, you know, abandoning the contract even does anything. Compared to just...
Can you not open this from the inside?
It doesn't matter if you abandon the contract or not.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It's the same timer, I'm pretty sure. I think you're right.
Yep.
This is crazy. I didn't... Okay. Interesting. That's too bad. Sound like those weird chicks on Twitch.
Don't watch me. I get shy.
Do some horny sounds. What?
Give me a sec here.
Wait, what? What is it? What?
Yeah, no, my controls got all wonky.
What joystick do you recommend for HOSAS, Verbal Constellation Alpha Prime, or VKB Gunfighter for Modern Combat? You're new to this game. I'm gonna be genuinely honest with you. I'm not a good person to answer that. Wish I could. I'm still working on getting my own first HOSAS experiences in the game. I would say, if you're new to the game, if you're not buying these HOSAS for any other game, I would get whatever fits your budget best. Because if you're new to Star Citizen, there's a very good chance you're going to end up putting it down for a little while at some point. I mean, you know, you might be rich. It's always up to you. But I think a lot of people get resentment from jumping into this game, getting burnt out because it doesn't move along fast enough, or it focuses on different things, or it just in general, it can be a frustrating process. And then you just look at your flight stick sitting there gathering dust, you know, especially because the flight model, they haven't even gotten the flight model truly working yet. So I would suggest whatever fits what you're doing really well. VKB, I think, is the best way to go. To be honest, I think it's a really good mid-range, fairly affordable, pretty high quality. I have the VKB NXT Evos. I think they're phenomenal. I haven't gotten to use them to their fullest extent, but they've got a lot of buttons. They feel pretty high quality. There's a lot of support and help for them because there's so much usage of them already in the market. And the company itself is pretty dedicated to what they're doing. Do we have a cherry tomato yet? Brother, I wish. Still no. He's taking his time.
Oh, what's that?
I said, "Ooh, but you're playing video games. It's been telling me on my birthday."
All right. She said it's to prove that I'm playing video games instead of spending time with her on her birthday.
With her? On her birthday?
I mean, hey, that is a life choice, and you know, you do.
What did I just lock in back into?
No, my wife came into my office, and she's recording me with this new tripod that we got because we're going to be going to Paso Robles into wine country for a week for her birthday.
Oh, nice.
Next week, and I said I was surprised by it. She said, and then my wife said it's to prove that you're playing video games instead of spending time with me on my birthday.
Oh dear, sir.
You really should have stood up and kissed her.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I got 2 more boxes, and I will.
You also should have probably bought her a spaceship immediately and said, "Come join me."
I've tried to lay the groundwork. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'd love for her to play.
I'm betting the week in wine country is probably going to go further.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's a good tripod. Mint Cake, are we just moving all the boxes? Are we just having fun, or?
No, so 1 SU, 1 0 going on the right in that small section, and
Okay.
then 2 SUs are on this side.
Roger that.
For tomato, for you, just game is gonna pick you up in a second.
Oh.
You were going.
Taking you out to
ship
wine
gathering.
country.
Don't worry, guys. He was never seen again.
Well, I mean, I don't know how I feel about getting into a ship with a guy that constantly is trying to scare me.
No, I'm not trying to scare you. I just told it for information for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make a nice little parking lot over here of all of our extra ships we can use.
I think he's just trying to make
Tomatoes
sure
need time to lay out in the sun? No doubt, bro.
Yeah,
you got to get a little sun-kissed as a tomato, or else you don't get quite as much flavor as you could.
Yeah.
Little sun, a little salt, ooh, and a whole bunch of f***ing juice. You should buy cherry tomato at Star Citizen count on the day of its birth. All 3 of your kids have accounts that reflect their actual birth date. That's pretty endearing. I do think it'd be funny. The question of whether or not they'll last that long is a funny one to me.
Yep.
I'm definitely getting my son a couple stocks. I don't know what yet, what I'm gonna get him, but I'm gonna get him a few shares of something, or a couple things on his birthday. My grandma bought me government-backed bonds when I was a baby that came to maturity when I was in my 20s, and they changed my life. God freaking bless her for that.
At this point.
Honestly, Space Tomato Gaming would not have happened if it weren't for her doing that. That money helped us make this all possible. So I believe in that. Invest in your future, in your family's future.
Out of gold boxes.
Maybe spaceships is the way, you know? Game, am I good to jump in your ship, or are you gonna keep spinning around with like a squid with no tentacles?
No, I'm gonna drop this vehicle off, so you can absolutely not get into this one.
I'll just belly flop in front of Maverick, see how it goes. Oh, nice. Landed on my feet.
Good sir.
How things going over here? Whoa.
The struggle that exiting EVA used to be.
I think I'm getting some deep. Oh no, that's you moving, and I just can't see. Okay.
That entire stack on the outside of Stims is not on the grid.
The better question yet is, do we have a ship that is actually nobody's using and is...
There's a couple over here where Rig's at, if you see my marker. I'm stealing one of them, and there's still one sitting here.
There's a
There's
Zeus
also
and
a
2
Zeus, so-
freelancers over here.
I would say maybe take the Zeus.
Take the Zeus, okay.
I'm not seeing.
Take the Zeus.
Oh yeah, I see you, Rick. I see you, Rick. Take you, Rick.
That's fine, actually. If you can't find it, then it might.
Yeah, it was
just
coming.
be-
It's coming from the direction of the sun, right?
Map's down.
Yeah, no.
I
it's
seem to
not.
be on the same patrol route as Frenchie, because everywhere I'm going, Frenchie's already there.
I already see you, Mav. You're up.
Thank you.
What? Alright. Whose butt is this we're pulling boxes out of?
On
Undisclosed.
your ship? The one you're pulling out of right now?
Yeah.
Tomato?
Yeah, with Maverick.
That's the one I just came with.
Okay, is this your butt then?
Yes, it was my butt. I'm out of that butt.
It's not your butt. You just left the butt here?
Yes.
A lot of suppositories in here.
I'm out of range of the hand tool.
Oh crap, Tomato! I was gonna drop my max lift off last time I came in, but I forgot.
Probably did it on purpose.
So, Tomato just in the front of the ironclad?
Roger that.
No, I guess he doesn't need it anymore if he's riding with the game.
No, he just needs Hopes and prayers.
Whee! Thank you, sir. I'm on board.
That's a broken grid down on that corner.
Moving to freelance.
The grid says no.
You having resource drive flashbacks? I mean, yeah. Well, if you're gonna be a box monkey, you gotta be a box monkey, eh? You should buy cherry tomato at Star Citizen Calendar Day as well. I just read that. Wow. It's right there. Yeah, big win from Grandma. Freaking love her. Love her to bits. She's amazing. SpaceX all the way? Bro. Who's buying SpaceX stock right now? That sounds like an awful idea. At least wait until it gets stable.
Shot your wall.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wish the gravity on a cargo grid could be turned off. That would be sick. I actually wonder how much of their gravity controls are going to affect the different parts of the game. Like, imagine the gravity controls like making the water float out of the pool. That would be sick.
I love my M80, but you cannot fly this thing without a flight suit. I mean, it is so sensitive.
What are you talking about?
Passing out every
Login, ship nose up and hangar blows up. Pay the claim. Try to take off. Ship won't move off the hangar. Ship spawn nose up, blows up.
You
Alt
can.
F4.
I think we got enough.
Good old day.
Do you want?
Unless you want to exit and fly over to the other.
You're not wrong. It won't matter in 10 to 20 years with SpaceX. That's true. In the short term, it is not a great idea, but long term, it's probably pretty good.
Always try to stay with the ship that you're on. You never know if you get interdicted or boarded. Like, it's unlikely, but.
Slurp on some tea. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Listen to these knuckleheads chatting.
Thing, but having options is always good.
I'm on board.
Is everybody on board the ship that's coming on board? See.
Ugh.
Collision alerts from all these bodies.
We go past. But do you think with the box? I can't put mine there. It's a blocked grid, so I'll just put it here.
Woo. I got a question for you guys. Are you all in places where the heat wave has broken? Because where we are, it just suddenly got a lot more. Oh shoot! We got combat. Hold on. Hey, you need me on turret?
No, we're not. I even got to bother with any of the enemies.
All right.
What do you mean? I thought you brought them for like hand-to-hand combat.
Helmet to hand combat.
You know,
I think he means the ignoring the ships.
Bees, I'm in your lower turret. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go grab a drink and kiss my
Right.
In that order? Oh boy.
He's gonna kiss a drink and grab his wife.
So, I'll just stay here until you've actually gotten to the hangar, because
you're in a new heat wave.
Inside it, you don't have to kill.
Oh, that's good.
I can't ping because he's in the turret.
Oh, a hover quad, nice. Maybe we can...
What was that, B?
Tomato, you don't have to open the door, just face right through.
Oh, you're getting shot at.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just face right through the door.
Oh boy, that's great.
Yeah, it's a one-way. There is enemies in here, so be careful.
I'm on my own. This feels like the beginning mission in a single-player game.
I just need to make sure that the ship doesn't get destroyed yet. Don't worry, I'll stay here until you've actually gotten the ship.
Okay, so basically I'm just getting the, wait, is there a mission I should be tracking from this?
No.
No, it's not shareable.
Okay. So I'm just going to the hangar in this facility?
Yes.
You're just a cargo mule.
I like robbing pirates, that's fun.
Watch Tomato spend the next 10 minutes running around the facility shooting everything instead of getting the ship.
Does sound like what I'd do.
Yeah, that's why I'm here to help him.
God damn it.
You keep him on task. You just poop him with a box every so often.
Well,
yeah, I wish we had the taser now, because then I could just be like taser, like Tomato, move it, move it.
You need like one of those little lanyards that you give the little kids to stop them from wandering off.
Well, I can't land until he gets back because he has the cannons pointing straight up in the turret. So.
Oh shoot, dude! You freaked me out.
I did tell you I was gonna be here right next to you the entire time. Come on, Tomato. There's no loot here, unfortunately.
I always gotta check the bathroom.
Dude, oh my god. People need to stop AFKing in turrets.
Oh, what? Can't you store it because... Yeah.
I cannot land it.
We need to start adding it to the briefing at the start of the events for these things.
Oh, I'm gonna go throw a plasma grenade at him.
Can't you, like, unpower the gun?
If you turn weapons off these, that'll do it. It'll turn the turret straight again. Yeah.
I was gonna go throw a plasma grenade at him.
Well, I mean, you could try turning the power off first and then unleash the fury. But yeah.
Let's opt for the less violent way to begin.
Okay.
I know, disappointing.
Here.
Like, you really needed convincing of 10 people to not throw a plasma grenade to a friendly.
Hey, I mean, sometimes they need it.
As a potential member relations individual, I would suggest against it. Yeah.
There is no loot in here.
Creates more admin work.
Yes, Tomato. There is no loot here because they broke it.
Just game.
4 or 5 times. Yeah.
There's no loot here.
Yes, you have to go up the elevator.
Did it land or?
Yeah, we're landed. Gravy's gonna.
Hey, just how long are we gonna be waiting for that ship? No, we got a whole lot of people standing around waiting.
Yeah, I know.
Seems to be an issue with the efficiency system all of a sudden. What's going on?
I don't know. No, usually it only rains down, not up.
Yeah.
Man, the fact that the freelancer still doesn't have a button to open the rear door, they need to update this ship.
I was surprised that they used this model for this mission.
Yeah, I guess.
Trying to get out of the hangar bees.
No, I was making sure that the ship was within the grid before I...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was pretty sure it was, but gravy's getting stored with the ship.
You don't want a purple ship, please?
Dale.
No, I prefer them not to be.
Not that purple.
Oh, I thought you said Pitbull.
A pitbull ship. Is that like the worldwide version?
305.
So Bees is selling, so Maverick is still on site?
Yeah, Maverick's on the ship.
Yo, is there
cargo ship?
Is there some other control to get the hangar door to open?
You know where the ace up is? There's a big button there for open.
Wonderful.
Rick can show you where it is. He's seen it.
It's over there.
Okay.
We think he's seen it.
Okay.
It's on the outside. It's an ace up terminal.
There's the
big button. Can't be too hard to miss. Or find. Hey, look at that.
Describe it to me.
Able to store your ship?
Yes.
Roughly what is the cost per mission? About 44k, is it? Give or take?
33 to... Yeah, I'm the only one that is picking up a higher tier 1, so... I'm paying anywhere from 33k to 40... All of the payments is inside chat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a roundup at the end, because you can still see your history, and it's personal in this case, so...
No. Yeah, every time you die, your history gets swiped.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your mission history gets wiped every time you die.
Alright, I'm away game.
Just a little bit lower if you can, Frenchie, please. Going. That'll do perfectly, thank you.
Did you guys just give Tomato a ship full of drugs?
He's taking off. He's leaving.
He's out. Yeah.
You don't want a good time, Rick?
We never saw him again.
And we never saw him again. Yeah.
It's like, why is he heading to the Stanton gate?
See you guys in a few
Last time he was
weeks.
seen was in a combi van down the south coast of Florida. Yeah.
I guess I gotta wait a couple minutes for the last of this.
So the only thing I'm hearing is that, Tomato, you want drugs next?
Sorry?
You want a drug ship next then? Oh.
Always. What am I hauling this time?
Give him a ship full of drugs and gold. We'll never see him again.
You're just hauling gold, unfortunately.
Oh my god, how worthless.
As he self-destructs the ship.
Sounds like Tomato.
I probably shouldn't even be up and walking around, to be honest. Let me get back to my seat.
So that was... Oh, that was a decent amount.
What'd you get, please?
I still have a bit left to sell.
Knowing Chris
but
of
that's,
his previous
13
releases, you enjoyed Wing Commander. What is SC? Ultima Series, Ultima Underground Privateer. You knew this vision is also your game, so you're still here. What was the name of the location where I got the Starlancer? This ship? This is the Freelancer. The location I went to, though, is you're going to be able to find any location in Pyro like that called an RAB. these. RAB Roth, RAB Foxtrot, RAB Xeno. They're generally where they have places where there's like an asteroid base, or at least a cluster of asteroids. Sometimes there's no asteroid base there. Scattered all throughout Pyro, though. Strike Commander? Ah, I didn't know that one. No! Dude, what? I think I just got dropped on the server line. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did it despawn the ship?
I might have despawned the ship. I'm in space.
Yeah,
Ship is gone.
Typically jump into someone in dead space won't drop it, but when you said that, I did see it said you connected.
It shouldn't despawn the ship then, but...
Yeah, it's typically only if you jump to a station.
One job, man. Just one job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stored you. They stopped me from throwing a plasma grenade at you because the turret was keeping me from landing.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Man, you should have heard him, dude. It was close.
Yo, Bolton, dude, thank you for the subs on Twitch. I appreciate you. Got in here just in time to watch as the game screwed up and dropped me in the middle of space. Yay! Love to see it. Love to see it. The first big problem we've run into today during the game. Somebody was asking how the PU is treating us. There you go. Nonetheless, we still got to honor Bolton, Toes Gang. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for the support. Thanks for keeping this all going. And thanks for being such a awesome part of GII, man. Phenomenal stuff with the certifications lately. And I hope you've been enjoying it. Oh, boy. All right. Now we got to try and get somebody to come pick us up.
Apparently you can, but it's tricky.
Yeah, someone says that it's possible. I just find it consistently glitchy. So I don't want to do this.
So there's...
Because this doesn't break.
I don't know if I can see where the spaceship is or if it just straight despawned. All I've got is a marker that's 11 gigamommies away, but I think that might be my old ship. So we might have just lost that.
That's all right. Where did you set your spawn to?
Checkpoint.
Is that where you are, Bees?
No.
Okay.
Did you
That's
lose it?
I'm about 318 megamommies away from Bees. I think he's at Rat's Nest.
Maverick ship, this one I brought in, the middle section is already emptied out.
Appreciate that, Rick. Thank you.
When you guys are done with the back, I can move it out of the way for you before I head back out.
Anybody
Awesome. Thank you.
possibly drop by here, pick me up on the way?
Rick can probably swing by and pick you up. The other one's empty, I think, Rick, if you want to switch ships.
Copy.
Yeah, we have
Blazing
already
empty
sent,
and exit the ship and Rick will take over.
One of my favorite parts of Star Citizen, huh? Boratelli, what's up? Welcome from Chile.
Oh no, wait, Knight's already in it.
If you come within 800 megamommies of a Stanton,
Knight
you
can just switch
were
out with you.
too close
Don't
to
blow that
Rat's
ship,
Nest.
Knight.
What, it just despawns you?
Rick's on board, and that will
Bolton's
demote
at
you
Rat's
really
Nest.
quickly.
Are you in here? You just shadowing us?
Still can't sell the last 12 SCU.
All right, well, where's Rig?
Is it maxed out the start, Breeze?
I don't even know where Rig is.
I'm in here now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Bolton said he can come grab me, Rig. I don't know how far you are.
Good morning, boss.
Well, Balton's going to come get you. I'm sure you would much rather fly with him than me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And how things work.
I was really dreading the trip back, to be honest. Boratelli, the mission to date currently is to rescue me from deep space.
Yeah, but Tomato, if you come with the 800 megameters of any station, doesn't matter whichever station is, it will despawn the ship.
Is that specific to those ships?
It is specific to those ships.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
That's why you guys
we're
are
doing it in Dead Space.
That
But
makes sense.
yeah, we didn't fully mention it to you that Beast was already selling, I think.
It was fully mentioned in the briefing. Just.
Well, it's an activity. We don't have to be there for the briefing, bud.
All right, mate.
How about that, friend?
You got that, champ?
No problem, son.
Son?
Listen here, Buster.
I don't even think you could come off as passive calling somebody son.
You're right about that, pal.
If any one of the team leads would shoot me a party invite, that'd be great.
That would make this all possible.
Nah, we're good.
I get your party lead right here, Kimo Subby.
It would be funny like if we go back to the recording now and then every pre-noun that everyone used now is gonna be what you'll be called for the rest of the year.
I love the trying to find more and more passive words to call somebody and just going through the whole lineup, eventually calling them son.
Thanks, like I got it.
I've been like, well, we didn't say that, did we, baby?
Oh, he said the B word. Is it time to go? Is it go time?
We wish.
Yeah. Gotta use the word peach. It's peaches, right? That's the go word.
Well, now you said it.
Everybody grab your go bags. It's go time. Let's go.
Listen up, peaches.
As org leader, you should know that.
Beast, were you able to sell
Hey
the
man,
last 12 SE?
I looked at the event description. They didn't have any. And tell me about disappearing ships anywhere, huh?
I don't know how.
Rig drugs, people. Is
How
that
long
right?
it takes to refresh? But it's been a few minutes.
Did you just press max when you tried to sell it?
Yes, I hit max when I sold it.
I'm
And
going
then,
crazy.
Like 12 SEU reappeared after I sold the the last thing I sold.
Okay, then everyone who currently still has a contract, finish it and all head to Maverick to unload.
Sorry, you just go a little crazy, no, when you get lost in space. The stars, they're closing in on me. They want to take me and eat me to their fruit farm. Several antelope are falling out of the Hindenburg. Sorry, I'm trying to simulate space craziness. I feel like this would be the worst thing. The actual worst thing to happen to a pro. Oh, I don't know. Maybe being crushed slowly to death would be worse than this. But being lost in deep space on your own, that would be a mad to God.
Be careful, Baltzan. He's got his rifle in his hands.
Will you be my
I see
dad?
that. I have a railgun to help out with that.
Not unfortunately, tomatoes are a bit soft, you know? I feel like a dad, you gotta be a rock. I'm more of an honorary uncle type. More squishy in nature. A little bit more playful, you know. Do that well enough without crazy talk. Play long enough and you don't have to simulate. Well, you know, none of us are really all that sane, are we?
I mean, I only have light ones, so...
You want this one? I can pull another one.
Dude, I put the glass down and I'm like, I just want some more tea. What
I
is
think
this,
the
an
concern
addiction?
is just being able to actually get across the system.
That's what that was my concern. It's like I mean, I could pull out an Andromeda if I really
A
wanted
funkle.
to, but it's like
My favorite is gunkle. Gay uncle. It's just such a fun word to say. Gunkle. There's something about that combination of letters that is so pleasing. Hope they're on their way. You need a drink.
that's fine. I'll just grab one of my other shits.
Yeah, well.
Only we're 410.
I don't know. I was gonna have something funny to say about that, but I got nothing. Oh, nice.
I've
This is like my Lyft driver showing up in like a freaking Lamborghini Huracan.
I mean, I could pull out a radium if I really wanted to.
Hey, you didn't specify what you needed to be picked up in. And I gotta go to New Babbage anyway.
I didn't. I left it up to... Is this gonna cost me extra? Is this is this like one of those commute things you have to pick up other people?
This is like the Uber Black.
Who are we warping to escort?
For the time being, either head to Maverick or head to the gateway to Scout.
Like an 18-wheeler? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like you rolled up in a ferry ship.
Take a look inside, chat, everybody, so we don't have to announce where we're going on stream.
All right, I'm on board, Bolton.
That's a very, very good.
Okay.
Maverick, are you close by?
Tomato, where do you want to go?
Close by.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got glitched through my own ship, and now I'm having trouble getting up, but I'm up now. It's fine. It fixed itself.
Okay.
Back to the clads is fine. I think B is at a station, so wherever the other one is.
Should we all done up there? Or are you visiting
one more
with the
box.
cinder boxes?
It's just one more box, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to an ironclad, go to Maverick.
Maverick, thank you.
Maverick.
There we go. This is the last box.
I'm currently at the station getting this box of stuff out of my ship.
Find that man a ship full of diapers. Just Game did something diaper related today. I don't know what he did. Mrs. Tomato was throwing out the thanks though.
Get there just. Oh.
Speaking of which, I need to remember to put my freaking phone on loud.
A little bit more to your right, if you could please, just.
I'm really, really bad at paying attention to
Come
my
down
phone.
Another 5.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Shoot. Some interesting emails this morning. Wow. That's a... Sorry to like leave the teaser like that. Just surprising. I will probably share more about that soon. They got your cousin. Is that your favorite thing, Lincoln? It's just... Any known workaround to force red wind cargo to spawn in Pyro? I don't know about that. I really need to dive into the cargo reputation gameplay because I have not done a lot of testing on that front to be able to tell you that kind of stuff. I kind of really like the, oh, I'm wounded. That cracks me up, dude. That one time when I was doing the Hathor facilities and I shot that guy on the ladder and he fell off and he was actively dead, falling through the air to the ground, and you could hear him saying, "Ah, I'm wounded." And it's like, bro, do you know what wounded means? You think they removed it, but it was wild that one of the Nine Tails was like, why don't you do that right thing and kill yourself now? Jesus. Oh my gosh. I don't remember that one. I do remember the... By the way, good to see you, Fat Bird. Dude, where is your new video? Can I speak for everybody in chat when I say that we are all less well off in life that you haven't released your video for us to enjoy yet? I'm hyped for it, dude. I'm so freaking pumped. I'm honestly trying to figure out how I'm going to share that with everyone without showing it to them, because I want everyone to go see it themselves. You hate the voice lines. They're so bad, it's beyond cringe. There used to be one that played and it was something like, I'm gonna kill you, your dog, and your whole family. And it's like, okay, bro, calm down. You released it this morning? Hell yeah. I'ma check that out. I'ma check that the hell out after this stream. Unless you want, if you're okay with me watching it on stream, I'll do that, but I would prefer to point people towards the video itself. I'm pumped for it, man. Folks, if you don't know Fat Bird, type in Fat Bird into YouTube, and trust me, you're not going to get what you think. He has the most impressive cinematic Star Citizen videos you will find being produced. I promise you. What you see that he made of the Shiv in the new video he put out, you don't think can be done in Star Citizen in terms of filming and cinematics and camera angles. It's crazy, and I've only seen like 3 seconds of it. Oh, I bet.
That makes sense. Like now I know.
It's actually, you know, it's not the Idris, it's just the paint they put on it, apparently.
You want extra server performance? Use this paint.
Yeah, it's every single shark tooth is individually crafted, you know, like.
Right.
Yeah, and it increases your performance, but it kills everyone else's.
Yeah, they're diamond encrusted teeth. That's what those things are. That's why
For what we paid for the Idris, yeah, for sure.
That's it. Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't pay that much for a ship. It's got to come with something, doesn't it?
Yep, that's for sure.
Every sparkle you see on that ship is one individual diamond that's been individually handcrafted by a professional jeweler.
Tomato to Bolton, I have departed the craft.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Guys, are we still waiting on a Starfarer to come in, or?
Tell me you needed that, I would have brought that instead.
Freelancer, I think.
Freelancer, yeah. Sorry, yeah, freelancer.
Right, if no one is speaking up, then...
Oh, this guy's back.
Then I think the piggy bank can start moving.
Alright, copy that. Closing all doors.
Thank you Twitch for serving me an ad just as you were giving.
Look inside chat.
Yeah, look inside chat.
Honestly, Mr. Bird, I was asking what would be the best way for me to promote your video. I would love to show everybody some of it, but I don't want to show all of it because I think people should go to the video and actually watch it. If you could,
Gravy, did you have your
probably pick up the.
No, it's not at checkmate.
Literally just search Fat Bird on Google. There you are.
I'm still here.
Dude, I'm pumped. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then.
Be so careful. There's so many wrecks out here.
I'm gonna take a drink in game, and then we're gonna wrap up this gameplay. To be honest, because I gotta get to some video work for the day.
Could you repeat, Lightning?
For you and Whale to go through the gate and check the other side.
Roger.
Alright, going. Quantum jumping now.
Go ahead, Bolton. I'm heading to the gate.
Okay.
And of course he pulls me out of quantum jump. Of course he does.
Oh, he's helping.
It is, isn't it?
I can say it wasn't me this time.
Alright, going again.
Oi.
And again out of quantum.
Only shows you.
You just
only
want to
shows
make
about the ink cap.
We understand what you want.
Not me.
For medic? Wait, what do you? Medic call, is there a key to call for medic in Star Citizen? Must be a hotkey. I don't think so, actually. Besides just the left on the left bracket on the keyboard, I don't think there's any other way to call.
He can block while everyone else shoots. Because he has no power guns anyway.
Are we going to offload right now?
Yes.
Yeah, we're in transiting at the moment. The first location has been swamped, so we can't bulk sell anymore.
Okay. Wait, is there no atmosphere in here?
Oh, we just had the door open. So give it a minute to recharge. Or just pop inside that next room if you're.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get into a room that actually has some oxygen. Okay, too late. Gotta put my helmet back on. And I died.
Oh, the forward room above the cargo bay is usually a decently safe space.
Thank you.
Get in the room.
The door wouldn't open. It just stood there and just died.
Honestly, I don't know how Mrs. Tomato does it, to be honest, man.
Hey, man, at least
like
I drank my water, okay? I'm taking care of something.
Your helmet's out here, Tomato, so we'll have to bring it to you.
I'm just trying to flee the anywhere where there's oxygen in this damn ship.
Hey, at least it's not my fault. It was way out of my responsibility there.
I can't put any more power pips into the life support system. There's only one in it, and I just can't boost it up.
Okay, I'm gonna die again. Wait, where's the helmet?
Where are you, Tomato?
I'm on the stairs. I'm coming back down the stairs.
Zephyr, you see that guy?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
You just shielded up too.
Wait, everybody go look for Tomato. Which stairs? There's like 5 stairs in the ship.
I'm on the stairs going up to the operations deck.
He's going up to where the kitchen is.
He
just fell down.
Respawn. Checkmate. 6 seconds.
Rick, stab him.
And I'm dead.
Was that you?
Him in his helmet.
Oh my god.
Is Tomato not have a med gun himself?
Well, thankfully, with Starchitect, Tomato will be able to stick around planets and not have to worry about the dangers of space.
Yes.
Oh,
Listen,
look, I found them.
just give my spacesuit a way to inject liquid into my body so I don't have to think about drinking anymore.
So what you want is a sippy cup?
Like a sippy IV.
He'll be walking around in like Nix 1, like checking out a server room, and then like a fire starts and it gets like cool vacuum.
Depletes all the oxygen and he suffocates still.
Did I fall down the stairs? I did indeed fall down the stairs.
And then he just suffocates because the server's overheat.
He just kind of slid down the stairs on my face.
That'd be kind of cool if to heal the super heavy armor, he had to stick a...
You know, sometimes playing it through streams can do some weird stuff to its performance. Perhaps sharing it on stream is fine once it's past 48 hours. I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, I think the worst thing is posting it. Like, posting a video with your video in it afterward doesn't make sense because that goes to the same audience. Ruins the spread of your YouTube video. In terms of my own viewership, we'd only be taking away a couple hundred views from the viewers, but I would prefer to just post it on my YouTube channel if that's what you would prefer. And just tell people to go check it out if you guys have the chance. It's going to be a really freaking cool video. Hello, Jive Funk. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a good day and had a good week. Thanks for popping in. You're right, and just in time for us to wrap up, actually. You just saw the new video from Fatbird? Yeah, man. It is crazy. I'm going to post it in the stream chat. I'm going to post a link for you guys. And I'm going to let that go live right as I'm about to raid. Because I am all done with the stream for today. So thank you everybody for coming by. Thanks for hanging out and checking out what we had to do. I will be back with you all on Monday for a fresh new day. On Monday, I'm planning on covering probably some Star Wars stuff, I think. Maybe. But I'm also going to cover whatever news is coming up. If there's any news on No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous, any other space games that are going on, I plan on covering that on Monday. So if you like to be here for the chat, you want to ask questions, just go over the stuff, hit me up. If you want to watch it on stream, go for it. Tell you what, I'm going to give you guys a look at the intro here. And then I'm going to drop the link in chat for you and tell you to go watch it. And I'm going to end my stream so you don't have to feel like you need to stay here to avoid that. Check this out. Sorry, I muted myself. You know how hard it is to get slow-mo in this game? Brother, the camera work on this is so beautiful. What moon is this? Is this Igni?
Yep. Okay, Ash, then go when you can.
Bro, the freaking camera angles are the best part. I love that. I love the bump and like the camera shake.
Look, people will give you a whole bunch of stats on why the Shiv is a good heavy fighter, Weapon sizes,
Fuego.
cargo grid. Ugh, boring. I'm just not a numbers guy. Give me something that looks and feels badass to fly.
Dude, even just like the freaking camera shake there as the ship flies over looks so good. Dude, I love it. The music's also a vibe. The freaking transitioning, like the fact, you gotta understand, this dude is transitioning the camera angle on the ship in different locations and still maintaining the same camera position. That's nuts. That's crazy, dude. Landing gear gang.
On the other hand, a lot of people will call the ship a shitbox, which, personally, I find a little endearing.
Okay. How many times did you blow up pulling that off? Come on. How many ships did you blow up making this video, dude? I can count a couple hundred deaths at least for myself. It's beautiful.
There's two types of shitboxes. The first type is the one you can't rely on. The other is the one that you can smash into the ground and deal with a few rattling panels. I'd say the ship is the latter.
Even that looks freaking phenomenal. All right, I'm going to stop ruining it from here, guys. I'm dropping the link for y'all in chat. Go check it out. You don't have to stay here. Don't stay here. Go, I'm ending the stream. Check out that video. This is sick, and we need more great art coming from Star Citizen. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. News, gameplay, chatting, ranting, you know, space nerd stuff, all that jazz. Like I said, I will see you on Monday. There's a real good chance that I'm going to be Papa Tomat by then. We'll see what happens. Either way, y'all are great. Best part of my day. Pretty sure you hit claim on this thing 100 times. Absolutely love spending the time with you guys. I hope to see you all next week. Take care of yourselves over the weekend, and do something you love, you know? You know how it is. Music's too loud. Do something you guys love. Eat something you love. Go somewhere you love. Hang out with the people that you love. Do something good for yourselves. You're good people. You deserve good things. You should have a good time. Much love to you. Happy Garden Gang. See you on Monday.